The first day on the job then in charge of Dover Athletic in the Vanarama National League. Let's address the elephant in the room, shall we? Yes, we are bottom of the league, minus 12 points. You can't quite see behind me. It's basically because of forfeiting a match between, in basically the COVID years, shall we call them. Dover couldn't field a team because of furlough and all sorts of stuff, and they got deducted 12 points for this season, which makes our job a whole lot harder. And because of that, we are predicted to finish bottom of the table, 23rd out of 23. We have got a very, very difficult task on our hands at the moment. We don't have a particularly big squad either, so that is something that I've already started to look into. I've offered out trials to probably 300 footballers, so that could be something that might be happening within the next few days. And we are one of, I think, about 3 or 4 teams in the league that are semi-professional. Everybody else is professional. Being semi-professional means that we literally have half the amount of time to prepare for matches. We don't have all the other annoyances with being semi-professional, where players turn up and say, sorry boss, can't play today, I've got to go to my job as a scaffolder. We don't have that, which is kind of helpful, but we also don't have 5 days of training per week, which I feel like we might need. So, looking at our squad, this is our entire squad, and I've sorted it by ability, and I've highlighted these few players at the bottom, because those are players that aren't good enough for us. They are 2-star or less current ability. Potential, there might be some there. Marshall Ratton has 5-star potential, also Alex Green has 5-star potential, and he's only 16. But if we were to look at everyone else in the squad, that is, how many players is that? 16 players, which means we've only got enough for 5 subs. And any injuries, we are kind of screwed, which is why, if we have a look at our transfer dealings, we've offered trials to a lot of footballers in every position you can possibly think of. So hopefully we get a few of them in the next couple of days, and then we can start to beef out that squad. We're going to go forward now a few days into the future, and hopefully we've got some transfer dealing sorted. Before you go anywhere though, we've got no money either, which is no surprise to anybody. Be back in a sec. We are now on to the 20th of August, which is a day before the Vanarama National League kicks off, where we will play Solihull Moors, which will be later on in this episode. We have done a fair amount of business, but because you didn't see who was originally in the squad, and you probably don't know who was originally in the squad, I'm just going to show you what our first team currently looks like. We do still have a couple of players on trial, which, let's be honest, we're not going to get them because we've spent all of our money. So this is our team. I've already set up a tactic as well that I'm hopefully going to be playing, which is a 4-4-2 diamond formation. So that's going to be interesting. We're obviously not playing wingers, hence why we've got our players sorted by the training, and we don't have any wingers there. So we've got 2 goalkeepers, Adam Parks, who is on loan from Watford, I think, former Southampton goalkeeper. He is going to be our number 1 for the season, but he's only here for the season. I was looking at bringing in a more permanent choice, but we don't have the money to do that. We're going to have to do that in the summer, where we're going to try and find a brand new goalkeeper. But Adam Parks, that's his name, he will be our number 1. Into the defensive positions, we've obviously going to be playing 4 at the back. Our right wing-back positions, or right-back positions, 2 actually very good options. We've got Seth Nana Tuamasi, possibly could be his name, who's an ageing option, shall we say, 31 years of age, will be 32 come the end of the season. He's probably not going to be our number 1 because we've got this man. TJ Bramble is a 20-year-old Antiguan and Barbudan international. We've got an international footballer playing for Dover. He's versatile, which is quite handy. He's going to be a right-back primarily, but we could also use him in the defence midfield role, or possibly even a central midfield role if we need to do it. Plus, he's only 20 years old, so he has obviously got plenty of years ahead of him. If he's any good, we might still see him in a year or two's time. Probably will have outgrown him by the time we get to, let's say, League 2. But if we're still knocking about in the Vanarama National, TJ's hopefully still going to be here. We'll need to give him a new contract. On the opposite flank, we have the oldest man in our team, and that is Sam Wood. He is 35 years of age. He has only just turned 35, starts the game at 34. He's a left midfielder, really, but he's actually very good as a left back as well, so he's probably going to be our number 1 left back. We have brought in another left back as well, who's hopefully going to be pushing him all the way, and come next season, probably will be our number 1. Kai Woolard Innocent is that left back, signed formerly of Eastbourne Borough, Stratford and QPR apparently, 20 years of age. He's soon going to be 21 as well. He's not amazing, is he? But let's face it, we are Vanarama National level. We're not going to be getting world-class footballers. I'd argue he's barely Vanarama National level, but he's still young. Hopefully, next season when we actually need to be playing him, Kai is probably going to be a little bit better. Central defence is where it starts getting a bit interesting. We do have 4 pretty decent central defenders. Danny Collins, I would say, is probably one of our better options. 23 years old as well, so still relatively young. I don't think I signed him, but he is technically a new signing. There's quite a lot of new signings. He used to play for VfB Stuttgart. Fair enough, he's made his way back to Dover then. Jake Goodman as well is, I think, probably one of our main starting central defenders. 28 years old, he's just turned 28 as well. He's probably not as good as perhaps we would hope for our main starting centre-backs, but Jake Goodman's going to hopefully have to do a job for us. We also have Redder Johnson, who it still baffles me he's playing at this level of football. I remember him playing for Sheffield Wednesday, and I thought he was actually quite good. And then he signed for my local team a few years after leaving Sheffield Wednesday on a free transfer. He signed for Eastleigh in the Vanarama National. I think they were in the National at the time. Yeah, they were. On a free transfer. It was surreal. He just dropped down from the Championship to League One to the Vanarama National, and he's found his level. He is now 33 years old. He's pretty good still, in my opinion. Physically, he's not great, but I don't think he ever was particularly good physically. He's also a coach. He's alright, he's a good defensive coach. Moving into the defensive midfield position, the deep-lying playmaker role is going to be filled by Dylan Barkers, a player who we brought in on loan from Cheltenham. He is costing us no money at all. We brought him in as a squad player as well. If we actually sort by set up, so he's going to be playing the role that he's actually going to be playing, he's not the best. But we are Vanarama National. Dylan Barkers should be able to do a pretty good job. He's also 6'4". Didn't know that. He's absolutely massive. His deputy is probably going to be Ryan Hansen, who arguably isn't very good, but, you know, we need to have somebody available to be the backup. Into the middle of the pitch, and the star man at the start of the save is Henry Woods, who is on loan from Gillingham, and he's only on loan until the 10th of January, and he's probably not going to want to extend his loan deal, which is why we've kind of had to buy quite a few midfielders. Woods is going to be superb for us up until January, and then we're going to have a massive gap in the middle of the pitch where we are going to struggle to basically get anything done. We have brought in Akil Rafi to also play in the centre of midfield on loan from Fleetwood. 18 years old, South African. He is also, I think he's part English and part Australian, there you go, so he's able to play because Brexit is an absolute nightmare when you're playing lower league football. I think Rafi's going to be quite handy. I purposely searched for players who have attributes that kind of match a Carolero, and Rafi was the only player who I could find who would join us. So I'm hoping he's going to do a decent enough job as a Carolero. We have also brought in on a permanent deal Zach Brown, 20 years of age, soon to be 21 years of age, formerly of West Brom. Doesn't look particularly great, but I've said this before in previous saves where I love a square. I do love a good square. As like a playmaker kind of role, a square seems to be really helpful because they can see, they've got the ability to pass it, they know what they're doing, and they don't get muscled off the ball too much. A square's actually quite good, in my opinion, so hopefully Zach Brown is going to be able to do a job for us. Probably not going to be playing a huge amount, but he's still going to be there and thereabouts near the first team. Basically, he might play once Woods goes back to Gillingham. We've also got Wassim Aoushira, possibly Wassim. He's on loan from Charlton, formerly of Marseille as well, 21-year-old Algerian. We are currently looking at playing him as a Mazzala. However, he can also play as an advanced playmaker, which is actually going to be the role that we're going to be playing. So Wassim is going to be quite a versatile footballer for us. He's going to be probably playing the most football because if he's not playing in attacking midfield, he's probably playing in central midfield. And finally, the strikers. The main man, in my opinion, and you're probably going to disagree with me, is 32-year-old Ricky Miller, who is apparently, he is a Dover legend. I think he played for them a while ago. He did, back in 14 to 17, 65 goals in 96 appearances. Ricky Miller is going to be our main goal scorer. 3-star current ability, obviously 32 years old, so he's getting on a bit. He's only got a year left on his contract. I would imagine we're probably not going to be able to extend his contract past the first season, but Ricky needs to be getting us some goals. We've also got Yanis Drace, who is a 27-year-old Frenchman who is not on a contract. I know I'm not going to give him a contract. We're just going to ride this one out and hope that nobody steals him. Drace he's okay. He's got lots and lots of 10s. He's going to be playing alongside Ricky Miller up front, but we've also got a couple of other players who will be able to challenge for that starting 11 position. Matthew Bentley being one of the main ones in my opinion. I think that he was one that I just signed. Maybe not. He's joined from Hornchurch apparently. 23 years old. I think there's definitely something there. Mentally, he's got some decent numbers. That composure, decision, determination, all quite handy. 9 finishing isn't amazing, but we are Vanarama National level, so 9 finishing is actually probably the Messi of the Vanarama National League. So that is the squad. I know there's plenty of players that I didn't even bother looking at. If we take a look at the transfers and have a look, so I actually managed to bring in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players in total. We brought in Sarmiento Ramirez, Woolard Innocent, Josh Bailey, who I think, yes, he's a young central defender who's going to hopefully get better as time goes on. Zach Brown we mentioned, and then the 3 loanees, Barkers, Wassim and Rafi. We've also managed to loan out Kale DaCosta to Gloucester, which is absolutely hilarious. It sounds like a start of a nursery rhyme. And we're getting £950 for that. That's helped out massively. We've also, where is he? What's his name? We've cancelled the loan deal for Aaron Cosgrave because basically we don't play wingers and he's not very good as a striker. Plus, he was getting paid £450 a week and that was coming out of our wage budget and we just don't have the budget to pay anyone like that. We are technically, and by technically, we are actually over our wage budget by currently about £250. It's not a lot at the moment. We are increasing our money as well. Pre-season wise, we have done reasonably well. We had a nice little purple patch in the middle, beating Eastbourne Borough, Leyton Orient, Corby and the Metropolitan Police. And then we started drawing some games. We played Wolves under 23s as well, where we lost 2-1. And Ricky Miller scored in a 1-1 draw against Southend, which was a match set up purely to try and get us a bit more money because we don't have any. I don't know if you've noticed that. So this is the tactic that we are going to look at to play for our season. It is going to be a 4-4-2 diamond narrow vertical tiki-taka. I really like the vertical tiki-taka. I've been playing it on my Swansea beta save, which is probably now finished by the time this video comes out. I've been playing it on offline saves as well. I'm doing one with Southampton, which seems to do really well. Got into Europe with them, which is also quite handy, isn't it? So this is what it's going to be. It's going to be 4 at the back, a ball-playing defender, a central defender, 2 wing-backs, obviously. This player here, I feel like is going to be very, very important. We've got 2 playmakers. Might be a risk. Definitely might be a risk. But the plan is, this guy gets it to this guy can then get it to one of the 2 strikers. That's kind of my hope. Don't think that's how it's going to work, but that's what we're going for. We've also got my old faithful formation that I had for Swansea, which is basically a 5-2-1-2 vertical tiki-taka once again, which just gives us a little bit more defensive structure, I think. And I've also set up a Park the Bus because there will be some matches in the Vanarama National League where we are expected to get absolutely smashed, and this is hopefully going to stop that from happening. Club vision-wise is quite interesting, actually. There's not a lot going on. Obviously, one of the main things is work within the wage budget. It's going to always be there for the smaller clubs. It is something that we are definitely not doing at the moment, but we are going to hopefully manage to get that done. Sign players under the age of 23 for the first team. I've done quite a lot of signing of under 23-year-olds, which is good. They just want us to not get relegated, which is going to be a challenge because obviously we start with that minus 12 points. And even after all of our transfers, we are still rooted to the bottom of the table, 400 to 1 to win the league. I'm kind of aiming for around 13th to 15th. This sort of region here is where we're going to try and hopefully end up. Obviously, mission 1, though, is we need to get rid of that minus 12 points. We need to win 4 games just to get to 0 points. That is not going to be easy. The starting lineup then for the first game of the season. We're at home. It's the Crab Athletic Park, I think, is where Dover play their home games against Solihull Moors. We're going to go with Adam Parks in goal, TJ Bramble as the right back, Sam Wood as the left back, Goodman and Collins in the middle, and then 4 loanees in the middle of the pitch with Barkers, Rafi, Woods and Wassim, and then it's going to be Drace and Miller up front. We are only allowed to have 5 loan players in our squad, which means if we had any more, we wouldn't even be able to put them on the bench, which is another reason basically why I got rid of, what was his name? Cosgrove? I got rid of him because we was never going to get in the squad. Here we go then, stepping out onto the field for the first time in this save. I feel like we need to make sure all of these are changed. Yes, we do. I think that's where we go. And then hopefully this should be the level of highlights and speed and everything. This is clearly not an actual highlight, so I don't think I'm going to bother commentating. Hold on, maybe I should bother commentating. Bramble's got the ball on the right-hand side and we've won a corner after literally 40 seconds. This is good. I've also slowed the game down a little bit because I think it was a little bit too fast for me to actually commentate on. Woods' corner comes in towards the back post. Miller's not going to get there. Howell heads the ball clear. maybe it wasn't a highlight. Goal kick for Boot to kick it over the halfway line then for Solihull Moors. McNally, through ball, finds Simmons. He's managed to get past the defence. He's been forced out wide, crosses it in anyway. It's a good block. Joe Sparrow is their former Burton Albion player. Cranston crosses it in. McNally's going to control it. Outside the penalty area for the moment towards the front post. What is going on here? It's in the hand of Adams Parks. And is that the highlight? That was the highlight. A bit of a strange one. Joe Sparrow then with a corner this time. Towards the back post. Howe is there. Hits the top of the bar. Goes over. Still 0-0 here down on the south coast. Bramble with a free kick. Goes straight to Simmons. And Solihull Moors once again come forward. But Adam Parks comes out. Holds on to that one. So what are we doing then? Rolls it out to Goodman. Left-hand side is Sam Wood, the old man of the team. Wassim to Woods. Now Miller. Ricky Miller, hoping a lot of goals from Miller, but if he plays like that, it's not going to happen. Simmons, back to Sparrow. Cranston's not going to get there. Bramble does. Drace isn't going to get there, though, for us either. Joe Sparrow's going for a run off towards the left-hand side. 3 in the box. Plenty of white shirts of ours, though. Cranston crosses. McNally's there on the volley. He's at the underside of the bar. And we almost conceded goal of the season after 13 minutes. Sparrow's gone over to take the corner as well, so we are still under pressure. Adam Parks again with a decent save. It says it cannons off him. I don't know how much he knew of that save, but it's a save nonetheless. Sparrow once again with another corner. Cleared. Come on, Wassim. Wassim's going to collect this. And now, can he run? Is this an actual highlight, or are we just going to randomly stop? Down the wing to Drace. It's not going to find him. It's kicked off down the tunnel. It's going to still be 0-0. Wood with a throw. Lots and lots going on at the moment. Wassim back to Wood. Now Woods crosses it in. Back post is Drace. Heads it across goal. And in fact, Yanis Drace has somehow managed to put that in the top corner. 15 minutes played. Dover Athletic have taken the lead against Solihull Moors on the opening day of the season. -9, everybody. Now, I don't know if Solihull Moors are any good, so I don't know whether this is something we should be celebrating or not. Raffi with the corner. It's gone over everybody, and okay, not really sure what happened there. Boot then, with it in his hands, kicks it over the halfway line. We need to get that forward, and Woods heads it straight to McNally. Fair enough. I mean, it's Vanarama National Football, Stuart. Let's not get too carried away. Let's not expect, like, special things happening. Maycock plays it in the middle, finds Joe Sparrow. Now McNally. Why did we not get the ball there? And McNally's put there in the bottom corner. It's 1-1. Adam Parks probably should have put his arms out to stop that one. Instead, it's gone in. Well, we're getting chances. 7 chances, 4 on target. They've had 13 now and 5 on target. So they are clearly getting the better chances. TJ Bramble's throw. It's Yanis Drace, our goal scorer. Back to Bramble once again. Down the line is Drace. Doesn't want to use him. Goes back to Collins instead. The weirdly played for VfB Stuttgart Collins. It's Maycock forward with the ball. Stops and presents it across. Sure, we'll go with that. McNally down the right-hand side. Sam Wood nicks. Good. Back to Goodman. So is this going to be our highlight, or is this going to be us misplacing the pass? Yep, yes, it's us misplacing the pass again, isn't it? Every time. How? Ball forward. Simmons has got over the defence. He's 1-on-1 with the keeper, and Kendra Simmons makes it 2-1 to Solihull Moors. We're back on -12. Free kick for us just before half-time. Woods to Goodman, and Goodman has made it 2-2 just before half-time. So we certainly do. It's not 2-2. He's been ruled out for offside. Is he offside? Probably. Is he number 6? Yeah, he's probably offside. That's fair enough. But we do seem to know how to score goals. We do need to score 2 in the second half if we want to get 3 points here. We're in a position we deserve. Show me. Yeah. Show me what? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not very good at team talks. No changes at half-time for us. However, Goodman and Miller are playing pretty poor at the moment. So is Danny Collins as well. Arguably, Solihull Moors, when you look at their match rating, do deserve to be winning this game. They're just playing so much better than us. I'm going to scroll the league table down so you can see us at the bottom there, just underneath Weymouth. Right, let's do some changes. Miller's coming off. Ben Williamson is going to be the man to come on. Probably should have sorted out my subs bench. We've got 2 centre-backs and a right-back. I'm going to also switch over Wassim and Henry Woods. Woods is going to move up to be the advanced playmaker. Wassim's going to drop back to be that Mazzala. Is this a highlight because of the subs, or is something actually going to happen here? Rooney's got the ball. Is that Adam Rooney? It might be. It is Adam Rooney. I've just read his name. McNally to Maycock for Solihull Moors. Across to Joe Sparrow. Finds loads and loads of space for Cranston. Goes for goal. Adam Parks palms it over the bar. It's going to be another chance for Solihull Moors from the corner. Joe Sparrow has gone over to take it as well. Towards the front post. A header clear from Wassim. And now Woods, the 2 players who have switched positions, can now potentially... They can't start a counter-attack because he didn't kick the ball hard enough. And now it's coming straight back towards us. Sparrow again to Cranston. Back to Joe Sparrow. We're not looking very good, are we? Have I bitten off too much here? Have I bitten off way more than I can chew with this Dover save? Ball comes in, Simmons is there, and Kendra Simmons gets his second goal of the game. It's 3-1 to Solihull Moors. We should have done better than this. Solihull Moors have just been really good. They've just played really well today. We've done all right. We've had good chances. Drace obviously scoring that goal wasn't the best goal. Solihull Moors have had 21 shots. What? Final few minutes of the match, and I'm just going to let it play out. We are going to be still obviously rooted to the bottom of the table after the first match, but was there anything sort of that we can take from that match that was actually quite good? We weren't good enough at all. I'm going to say to Ricky, you were terrible. I'm furious with your performance. You looked down and uninspired. Let's not do any more team talks, shall we? So after being 1-0 up, we lose 3-1. And, I mean, are these players any good? He's much better than what we've got. And Simmons is... Yes, Simmons, if I look at that shape and his numbers, he's a League One footballer. He shouldn't be playing in the Vanarama National. Oh, and Ricky Miller is already getting annoyed because I shouted at him. You're furious? You're furious? No, I've got no concerns. You shouldn't have... Oh, what are we doing? I'm just going to apologise. He's now offended. Oh, what have we done here? I've just annoyed our most experienced player. Well, episode 1 then, in the bag. And, yes, we're still down the wrong end of the table, sat at the bottom. At least we scored. At least we've scored a goal. Next episode, we're going to go forward and we're going to do Weymouth and Bromley, I think, at the end of September. So 5 matches in between. I'm hoping we can win maybe 1 or 2 of them. That's what we need to try and do. Ideally, we need to have a much better performance than what we had there against Solihull Moors. But thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. If you're new to the channel and you're excited to see the Dover Athletics save, do remember to hit the subscribe button. You can hit the notification bell as well. And I'll be back with Weymouth and Bromley. And hopefully, next episode we might be on 0 points. That's probably asking for too much. Thanks for watching. 6 games played. -4 points. We are starting to get rid of that -12 points deduction. Today actually could be the day where we break into the positive. Hello everybody and welcome back to Football Manager 2022 with Dover Athletic in the Vanarama National League. -4 points today is what we start on. We are going to be playing Weymouth and Bromley. Weymouth find themselves down in 19th place. Bromley find themselves up in 6th place. If you're enjoying these videos, do please remember to hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel so you get all the videos turning up in your subscription feed. You can also click the little notification button as well so it gives you a little YouTube-y icon-y thing in the top right-hand corner and it tells you when the new videos are released. On with today's episode. First up, transfers. Did I say transfers? I meant transfer. Just the one. We've brought in Jamie Sendles-White, formerly of Aldershot, Crawley, Torquay, St Albans, and probably a whole load of other people. Leyton Orient, Swindon, Hamilton, Mansfield, QPR, and a bit of Colchester as well. He's played, technically, in the Scottish Premier League 7 matches. So, is that good pedigree? I don't quite know. Joined on a free transfer, 27 years old, former Irish under-21 international. I think as a central defender, he's actually very, very good. In between episodes, we've obviously played some matches. We've played 5 in total, 2 wins against Maidenhead and Eastleigh. This one was a bit nuts. Ricky Miller turning up, scoring a hat-trick in it. Obviously as well, 2 draws there you see against Boreham Wood and Chesterfield. The Altrincham match wasn't ideal, shall we say. We arguably should have got more out of it. So for match number 1 of the episode then, we are sticking with the 4-4-2 diamond formation. Parks in goal, Bramble, Goodman, a debut for Sendles-White and K. Woolard Innocent, that's his name. It's going to be Barkers, Raffy, Woods and Zach Brown in midfield with Drace and Ricky Miller up front. Obviously still playing as a complete forward, but he did get a hat-trick against Eastleigh, which did kind of hopefully boost his confidence. So another coastal side then in the Vanarama National League, a South Coastal side. Actually, genuinely did consider doing Weymouth as a save and then saw Dover were on -12 points and thought, that's probably a bit more of a challenge, isn't it? Zach Brown with the ball to Miller, across to Drace, still without a contract. TJ Bramble on the right-hand side. Can he whip in the cross? He does. It's not managed to clear the defender, though. And now Taylor Crossdale can run forward with the ball for Weymouth. Literally 2 minutes, 15 seconds on the clock. Harfield, the left-back, forward to Brown. Down the line, Taylor Crossdale once again with this ball. Plays it back. Weymouth starting to try and build down our left-hand side, or their left-hand side, our right-hand side. Bramble following Taylor Crossdale every single step of the way. This is quite a long highlight at the moment. Wooten across to Shields. past the left back on the right-hand side. Shields is going to try and cross it in. He does cross it in. Taylor Crossdale's at the back post, and Martel Taylor Crossdale makes it 1-0 to Weymouth after just 3 minutes. Not really what we wanted to happen at the start of the episode, is it? Could have done with, ideally, not losing this game. If we win both of our matches, we'll be on positive 2 points, which might even be good enough to get us off the bottom of the table. We've got ourselves another highlight. Sendles White with the ball. Forward to Barkers. Back, no, across to Brown. Now Miller. Drace. Brown's making a run through if he wants to pass to him. He doesn't. Barkers. Back to Drace. Through to Woods. Is Woods going to get on the score sheet? He doesn't. It's saved by the goalkeeper. We do win ourselves a corner. Woods is the man to go over to take it then. The central midfielder on loan. And Raffi is there. It's a header clear, actually. I thought Raffi got there. Barkers, what are you doing? Sean Shields has nicked the ball off Barkers. Now a possible counter-attack for Weymouth is on. Barkers is just following him every single step of the way and makes up for his mistake. And we do prevent, basically, Weymouth having another chance. Well, we've been looking good. Apart from that one Weymouth chance which they've scored. We've had 5 shots, 4 on target. Not a huge XG, if I'm honest. 6.4. But we are getting the ball in the right position at the moment. But we are 1-0 down at half-time. I want to see a much better display in the second half. I'm going to say to Ricky, keep going, you've got the ability. Let's try and get him on our side. Because at the moment, I don't think Ricky likes us. It's never a good sign when their goalkeeper's on a 7.1, is it? That kind of shows you're doing something right, but their goalkeeper is just not letting anything in. We are going to take Miller off. Ben Williamson is going to be the man to come on for Miller. I'm looking as well. Brown is not playing well, as that attack midfield is 6.4, jumping between a 4 and a 5. So he might need to come off as well. We've got a free kick though. 66 minutes. Woods crosses in. Drace is there. Doesn't even go for a header. Martel Taylor Crossdale gets it clear. The goal scorer. Woods picks it back up. TJ Bramble, forward to Zach Brown, back to Goodman, Sendles White to Drace, long range effort from Drace and he's rattled the top of the bar. The Frenchman almost gets his 4th goal of the season. We're getting close, we are genuinely getting close. I'm going to push to attacking. We are the better side. Weymouth haven't really had too many chances. We've had a few, but we are going to lose this game and I feel like we've been kind of unfairly done here. We're not really even getting any highlights. 2 minutes left to play. Weymouth with the ball in a very good position. Taylor Crossdale crosses in. And that's Brandon Goodship, formerly of Bournemouth, maybe still currently of Bournemouth, heads over the bar. And it is going to be a 1-0 defeat away from home against Weymouth. And we deserved so much more. We deserved to win that game. Look at this XG, a 1.19. Theirs was a 0.46. Couldn't score. We got unlucky. We got unlucky. I'm proud. It just wasn't our day. I am then going to say to Ricky and Zach, you didn't play well today because, let's be honest, they didn't. Straight into match 2 then. Bromley at home. I'm kind of hopeful that we might get something from this. It's going to be the same back 4 apart from one change actually. Sam Wood comes in for Kai Wooland Innocent. It's going to be Barkers, Raffi, Woods and Wassim as our midfield with Drace and Miller up front as always. We are hopefully going to be good enough to get... I'm not expecting to win. Genuinely not expecting to win, but maybe a point. That's what we're after. So Wassim has returned from his injury, which is good. We've obviously got our 4 loanies in the middle of the pitch as well. Barkers, Raffi, Woods and Wassim. I'm hoping we can just score a goal. We deserve to score a goal in the last match against Weymouth. We should be good enough to score a goal against Bromley. TJ Bramble with the ball, the Antiguan and Barbudan international. He did actually go away on international football fairly recently. Drace to Wassim, forward to Ricky Miller. Across to Raffi. It is very congested in the middle of the pitch at the moment. Drace finds TJ Bramble. Backwards towards Barkers. Forward to Wassim, we're passing it well. This is good to see. Woods is going to go forward. Through to Ricky Miller. Good effort from Miller. Good save from Cousins. 4 minutes on the clock. We've had our first chance on target. Maybe we could have put that in. It's going to be a corner instead. It is going to be Wood, the left back, to take this towards the front post. Goodman's there. Doesn't get on the end of it. And Bromley clear the ball. Is Wassim going to keep this alive? Back to the corner taker Wood, the left back. The old man, 35 years of age. He's actually technically younger than me, I think. So he's not that old, is he? Bramble with a throw. 15 minutes now. We're getting close. So far, Bromley haven't really caused us any threat at all. Drace is there, and Drace heads over the bar. Another chance goes begging. We are knocking on the door. We've been knocking on the door for an entire match and a bit now, haven't we? And we're just not quite getting the goal. Raffi with the ball across to Wassim. Plays all the way back to the defence. Sendles White. Forward. Not a good pass from the new signing. And now it is... Oh, my word. Alexander's got so much space. Parks has come out to meet him, and he's just walked straight past him. It's 1-0 to Bromley, all through a misplaced pass and a counter-attack. I'm starting to think that maybe we shouldn't be trying too much fancy football. Trying tiki-taka football isn't clearly working. We are -4 points with 7 games, maybe 8 games played, I was hoping we'd be maybe on 0 points by now, but we are still at 4 in the negative. Wood with the ball on the left-hand side. 30 minutes played. Wood to Woods, back to Goodman, who I was going to say Goodman missed the ball, but he didn't miss the ball for the goal, did he? Woods back to Goodman again. Sendles White was the man who did it. And once again, another poor pass. Goodman lumps it forward. Over the top. Drace is going to get there first. And Drace forces a wonderful save out of Cousins. We are going to get beaten by 2 goalkeepers at this point. Last match, the goalkeeper was spectacular. This match, Cousins has saved probably 2 chances that should have gone in. The ball's cleared and Wassim gets the ball. Cousins is on a 7.6. Half-time, 1-0 down, but we're having the chances. We are just getting beaten by a better goalkeeper. Ricky Miller, again, isn't really doing the job. Is it because I'm playing him as a complete forward? Is that part of the problem? Maybe we just change him to an advanced forward? See whether that makes a difference. Maybe I'm asking too much of a conference national footballer. Second half, we are getting shots away. We've had 10, 5 of them only on target, but obviously every single one of them has been saved by the goalkeeper. Ricky Miller's done. I've had enough of Ricky Miller. Feel like I might sell him. So far, all he's done is score a hat-trick against Eastleigh, and he's been awful in the other 7 league matches that we've played. We're going to have nothing going on in this second half, are we? We're going to push the positive, see whether we can get something. Goodman with a free kick, 77 minutes played. Wood to Woods. The Loney back to Barkers, forward to Wassim, dinks it forward, finds Drace, he's the right side of the defender, and again, of course, Cousins saves it because he's the best goalkeeper in the world. Straight after that highlight, another one begins, we need to get it forward, Sendles White to Wassim, Bramble's making a run, and we do use Bramble. Keep going down the right-hand side, buddy. You should have the ability and the pace. You're actually not terrible at football. Bramble, back to Raffi, crosses in. Drace is facing away from goal. Wassim is there, and Wassim gets his first goal in Dover colours, which is boring. They're white, but they're Dover colours nonetheless. 10 minutes to play to hopefully try and find ourselves a winner. Time is ticking away, and again, we've dropped points. Oh, have we dropped points? We might not be dropping points. Sendles White. I was going to say we've dropped points because of a very good goalkeeper. Drace to Williamson. Plays it to Bingham. We might drop 3 points. What is that? What is going on there? Parks keeps it in play, which is a concern. Take it into your penalty area. You can pick it up. You just stand there. Wood on the left. Forward to Woods. Back to Wood. Just lump it upfield. He's gone forward. Finds Williamson. The substitute can go off towards that left-hand side. Stops and invites Woods forward. He's gone backwards to Barkers. We're trying, very, very trying to break our way through the Bromley defence. Barkers gets the ball back. Williamson to Drace. Faces away from goal. Wassim with the ball. Facing away from goal. Why are we always facing away from goal? Found Woods. Wood needs to get involved here. Wood needs to get involved. Barkers, I feel like nothing's coming of this highlight. It's just taking forever. Drace with a long-range effort. Oh, Yanis Drace. Yanis Drace has just scored his 4th goal of the season. That is his 2nd wonder goal as well, by the way. He scores them quite a few times. We might... we're sticking defensive. We're shutting up shop. I know there's seconds left to play. We're going defensive, and we are hopefully going to hold on to this lead. I feel bad for Williamson because he's the man to make way, but we are going 5 at the back, sorry. And we are just going to time waste, just take all the time in the world. We have picked up 3 further points. -1. -1 point now. Drace with the winning goal. Wassim as well on the score sheet. We are getting closer to that elusive 0 points. Shouldn't be taking this long. Apparently, Williamson was a former Bromley player and he gets one over his former team. That is good. Moss Lane, that's Altrincham. We don't care for that. Drace is... I feel like we need to give him a contract. I genuinely think we need to give him a contract. 8 appearances, 4 goals and 2 assists. Yanis Drace is... he's a useful player to have. I'm worried. £500 a week. 400? Let's give you a 3-year deal. Nope. 425 and a 3-year deal. I want a 3-year deal. I need to tie you in. That could be a lot, couldn't it? So this is where we're going to end today's episode then. Still obviously rooted to the bottom of the table, but -1 point. We are 6 points off of safety currently. It's quite a distance, isn't it? But hopefully, by the time we start our next episode, which is probably going to be an FA Cup 4th round qualifier, because I need to get some money in the coffers. If we have a look at the finances, we've got some cash, but not a lot. We are over our wage budget, particularly with that Drace contract if that comes in. So yeah, we do need to get some money in. So we're probably going to do the FA Cup 4th round and Southend, because that's going to be an easy game, isn't it? Sure, we'll go for that. We might even do Stockport as well. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and I'll be back next time with more Dover Athletic. Yep, we are still rooted to the bottom of the table, minus 1 point. We've still not managed to get off 0. We are 10 points from safety after 11 games. We haven't been very good. Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2022 with Dover Athletic. And yes, we are bottom of the table, and that is because we can't score any goals. An XG in each of these games of over 1, and we lost all 3 of them. We lost against Grimsby, Aldershot and Barnet. They had literally 1 shot in the Grimsby game. Aldershot, I think, had 2 shots. Barnet went down to 10 men. We still couldn't score. We beat Bromley in the last episode. We've been garbage. We are playing Tunbridge Angels in the FA Cup 4th qualifying round, and then Southend, which I imagine might be a 1-0 defeat again. The starting lineup for the Tunbridge Angels game. We're at home, so we should be winning this game. I'm also going strong. That's what we're going for. I'm also going to change this to be positive. We are going to try and beat Tunbridge Angels. Not just maybe nick a win, put 4 or 5 past them. That's the plan. Parks in goal. Swamansi will be our right back with Sendles White, Goodman and Sam Wood rounding off the defence. Barkers, Woods, Brown and Wassim in the midfield. Drace and Bill Williamson? Bill Williamson from Red Dead Redemption 2. Ben Williamson will be our striker today. He's got 5 finishing. It won't be Ben Williamson. It'll be Mr. Bentley here. Matthew Bentley, 9 finishing. That might be better. I have just had a team meeting and shouted at them because we need to basically put aside these poor results and try and turn things around. I've also had Ricky Miller not turning up for training. Barkers has made it 1-0 after 1 minute and 40 seconds. Hold on. Are we actually going to beat them 4-0? Is that actually a thing that's going to happen? So I did just have a conversation with old Ricky Miller because he refused to turn up for training. I've given him a shouting at as well because of his poor performance lately. I think Miller... I was putting way too many eggs in the Ricky Miller-shaped basket, and he's just not been very good at all for us. I know, obviously, this being the FA Cup, we just want to try and get as far as we possibly can. 3rd round is the dream, and then, obviously, an away match against Manchester United, and that will fix our finances. Don't think that's going to happen. We are literally doing nothing against Tunbridge Angels. What is going on? Wood with a throw at 5 minutes, not 5 minutes, 1 minute before half-time. Tunbridge clear it upfield, but it's coming straight back towards them. Wood on the left again. Back to Goodman, forward. Barker's the goal scorer, number 7, on the ground to Zach Brown. Actually one of our players, Drace. Where are you going? Facing away from goal, back to Barker's. Now Woods, the 2 loanies, passing between the pair of them. Left-hand side is Wood. Are we going to try and get this ball into the middle, or are we just going to pass it around doing our tiki-taka football and not actually making any headway? Woods to Wassim. Woods wants it again. Nope, Goodman gets it instead. Now it's Wood on the left. We just seem to pass it and not really make too much ground. Wassim's facing away from goal. It's taken a few deflections. Drace is there, and how has he not scored that? How has Drace not scored that? And now Tunbridge Angels can possibly have a counter-attack of their own down the left-hand side. Swamansi with a very good sliding tackle to prevent it. It should be 2-0. We should be 2-0 up. I'm going to say that was unacceptable, because we should be winning this game by way more than 1 goal. And the 1 goal we've scored has been a bit of a wonder goal from Barkers. Braham Barrett, not Graham Barrett, Braham Barrett with the throw. Loft to Wood. Plays it through to Beer. Right-hand side is Modeste into the penalty area. Crosses it in. Wood's there and it's 1-1. Tommy Wood has made it 1-1. We are playing a team in the league below us, by the way. This isn't like an awful team, but this is not a good team either. We shouldn't be drawing. I genuinely didn't know what I would do if we got sacked, but I'm starting to think this might need to be something that we consider. Swamansi's throw to Woods for us, 67th minute. Barkers to Brown, trying to make a little bit of headway. Woods, maybe we just don't have enough directness. We're trying to pass it around, but not really going anywhere most of the time. Wassim with the ball, plays it back to Goodman again. This is what I mean. Why are we going backwards all the time? I know it's tiki-taka, but we're kind of playing more like control possession than tiki-taka at the moment. Brown to Goodman. This isn't tiki-taka. What is going on? It's gone all the way back to the goalkeeper. We are stuck in our own half at the moment. Brown to Barkers to Wassim. Drace is there in front. That's a red card. Wassim made the most of it, didn't he? But that is going to be a red card. They are down to 10 men. We're going to push to attacking. We should win this game now. We should put this game to bed. It is 10 men. It is a team in the league below us. And we're doing nothing. Wassim's having a poor game, so he's going to be coming off. We're going to bring on Rafi, swap you 2 round, put Woods as the Mazzala, because that's where he's better at. Goodman's on a 6.3, so you can come off for Danny Collins. And strikers are doing okay, although clearly not doing too well, because neither of them have scored a goal. And Tunbridge don't seem to know what to do with Ricky Modeste. He's jumping from the right wing to the left wing constantly. Cross comes in, it's a headed effort, Parks holds on. I mean, we are against 10 men, and so far they've had the highlight. Collins is going to run, the substitute, down towards the left-hand side. He's going to play in Wood. Just play it down the line. There you go. Long ball towards Bentley. Doesn't win the head, but does get the ball back anyway. Wood's going to keep going. The old man finds Woods in the middle. Tried to extend his loan deal. Doesn't want to extend it. So, yeah, he's going in January, which isn't ideal. Collins again. Sendles White. Seen nothing of him, really. Right-hand side is Twamansi. Can we get a ball into the box? He's gone for a little run down the right. Crosses it in towards the defender at the front post. And they've cleared it again. Rafi. Are we going to actually do something? Anything? It's Rafi again outside the area. It's gone for an effort into the bottom corner. Hits it just wide. It's going to be a replay against Tunbridge Angels. Really? Right, we need to do some tactical thinking. We genuinely need to do some tactical thinking. It's another game where we haven't scored. We've made the chances, we're just not scoring the goals. So this is the data hub and the shot map for our last 5 competitive matches. Expected goals, almost 7. We've scored 3. We have scored 3 goals from potentially 7 that we should have scored. 83 chances as well. I mean, I don't really know what's going on. Are we hitting the post? What's going on? Off target, blocked. So, it's just poor at the moment, isn't it? Right, we're changing things up, which kind of pushes us away from tiki-taka, but we're going to go for slightly more direct passing. I've upped the tempo as well. Let's get a bit more attacking width, make us slightly wider. I mean, do we go much more direct, which is effectively long ball, isn't it? We don't want to go for that. Right, we're going to go forward to the next match, which by the looks of it, is Tunbridge Angels again. 3 matches this episode. Let's try this again then, shall we? Tunbridge Angels versus Dover in the FA Cup, this time away from home. The original match got postponed because of a waterlogged pitch and then played the next day. I don't know whether they were able to get it unwaterlogged that quickly, but that's what they've gone for. We've obviously done our tweaks to our tactics. This is the starting lineup, so Parks in goal, Swamani, Goodman, Sendles White and Wood at the back, Barkers, Woods, Brown, Wassim, Drayson Miller up front. Goals. We just want some goals. Once again, Tunbridge are playing a 4-5-1 formation. They obviously got a player sent off in the last match as well. And so far, it's 15 minutes in. We have had a shot. Lovely. Half an hour played. There has been 6 shots, no highlights, and not a single shot on target. My plan to try and get us some goals isn't really paying off. It's a very good effort from Woods from the free kick and saved by a goalkeeper who I did actually have on trial. It's Woods going over then to take the corner. The free kick taker as well. Towards the front post, towards the middle actually. And it's a header clear. And Tunbridge can possibly counter-attack down that right-hand side. This is not good. It's a slide tackle from Wassim. I don't think he really got the ball. And that does, luckily for us, end the highlight. Loft has gone over for a corner though for Tunbridge. And it's off the top of the bar and goes over. We are lucky to still be 0-0 against a team in the lower league. And at half-time, it is 0-0. What is going on? I mean, the fact that half of our players are nervous and unsure. We can win this match. I mean, that didn't do anything. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Let's try and get some encouragement in the players. Also, Ricky Miller, get off the pitch. I'm done with you. I'm done with Ricky Miller. He's just not decided. He's decided he doesn't like me for some reason. I don't know what I did. Apparently I said something in the Solihull Moors game, which was literally 14 games ago now. Drace's headed effort goes wide of the goalkeeper's post. First chance of the second half, early on as well, but we still can't seem to get anything on target. Goal kick for Tunbridge, well over the halfway line, but it's going to hopefully come straight back towards them. Zach Brown with the ball, playing as, what was he playing today? I think it's the Carolero. It's gone all the way back to our goalkeeper, Parks. Sendles White to Brown once again. He's very, very deep, isn't he, at the moment? Wood plays it forward, doesn't manage to get it over Fielding's head, and now Ricky Modeste back to Fielding, down the right-hand side towards Wood, the goal scorer from the first match. I mean, I'm so disenchanted with this Dover team at the moment. We're just not playing well, and I don't want to just up sticks and do something completely different in terms of tactics or anything like that. I want to get this tiki-taka to work, because it can work. I've seen it work. It has worked. It's just not scoring any goals at the moment. Let's give them a shout. Let's give them fire them up. We've got 20 minutes left to play. Everyone's just looking upset, overwhelmed. He's overwhelmed by me saying, come on, lads. Come on, you can do it. Let's do a sub. Something's happening on in the background. I'm not quite sure. We're going to bring on Rafi for, I guess, Barkers? We'll do so. I mean, Barkers can probably play as a DLP, can't he? You know what? You know what we're actually going to do? I feel like that sub's actually happened now, hasn't it? Yep, it has happened. We're going to do that. We're going to push up, have a DLP on support, I guess. Sure. We'll go with that. Let's try and get a little bit further up the pitch. Free kick for Tunbridge, though, straight away. Not the best start since the substitutions. And oh my... Nope. We're out of the FA Cup. It's been disallowed. It's been disallowed for some reason. I don't know why or care why, to be honest. How have we got away with this? I'm going attacking, see if it makes a difference. It's a goal kick for Tunbridge. It's a header from one of their players. Turner gets it for Tunbridge as well. Back to the left back, Lee. Need to put some pressure on. We're not doing it. Richardson, back to Miles. Going all the way back to the goalkeeper. Is it? Maybe? Nope. Okay, fair enough. 10 minutes left. Ricky Modeste to Beer. Gets past his man with relative ease. Off towards the right-hand side. I think it has Zach Brown with him. Is the cross coming in? It has come in towards the back post. Somebody's fallen over and it's a penalty. Can't even look. I can't even look. Has it gone in yet? He's not even taken... I can't even look. Has it gone in yet? It has gone in. We've lost to Tunbridge Angels. Lovely. How? How can we lose matches? Again, another match. A 0.75 XG, which isn't great, but we still haven't scored. Another game where we haven't scored a goal. We've scored 1 goal in our last 5 matches. Turner crosses the ball in. Woods there is not going to get on the end of it. It's a header clear from us. We've got 10 seconds left to play. We're out of the FA Cup. I was hoping for a nice long FA Cup run. We're getting knocked out in literally the first round. Loft he's died, apparently. Drace is in. Hold on. Are we going to score a late equaliser? Drace needs some support. Back to Swamani. He's gone for goal. And Seth Nana Swamasi, whatever his name is, he's just scored an absolute wonder goal. It's his first goal. It's a late equaliser. Doug Loft he's gone off injured, apparently. And we have somehow managed to get ourselves into extra time. I'm going to say, keep working hard. It fired some people up. Strikers. Keep going. You've got this. Nobody listened. Right. Off you get. Oh, Ricky's already gone, hasn't he? I was going to sub Ricky off, but he's already off the pitch. I mean, Williamson's having a shocker. Do we want to change you to go back to a complete forward on attack? Is that what we go for? Goodman's coming off as well for Big Red. Big Red Johnson's coming on for extra time. We just need a goal. And it's going to set up a next round, a 3rd qualifying round or 5th qualifying round, whatever round tie it is, against Altrincham, a team who are, I think, in our league. So if we're struggling against Tunbridge Angels, we're probably going to lose that one 4 or 5-0. Williamson with the ball. Woods has it now, forward to Drace. I just hope we score an early goal. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Wassim plays it all the way across. Brown heads forward. Wassim down to Drace. Now Williamson outside the area goes for goal with his 7 finishing or whatever it is. It's a good save from the keeper. Let's give him another shout. Let's fire them up again. People are going to get confused. Woods' free kick. It's Big Red. Big Red's effort is saved by the goalkeeper. It's going to be a corner. This could be our chance. I have set up near post corners, by the way. We should be going for them. Rafi's gone over to take the corner. It's gone over everybody because we've got terrible corner takers, apparently. Wassim's collected it, and the highlight just randomly stops. It's going to be a penalty shootout, isn't it? It's going to be a penalty shootout, and I am not going to be happy because I can't stand penalty shootouts. Even fake ones. Just give them a demand more. Sendles White to Wood, to Brown, to Rafi. Get it forward. It's... Pay attention, people! Why are nobody paying attention? Williamson to Zach Brown. Across to Wood. Get it forward, lads. Get it forward. We're doing slightly more direct passing, but I'm not really seeing it. Lovely ball from Wassim. Wood's got the ball. 2 in the box. Front post is Williamson. Stops it instead. Wassim's there. And Wassim has made it 2-1 in the 112th minute. Now that's football, the commentary says. Was it? Was that football? We've got a corner as well. Are we going to make it 3-1 and make it look like it was a comfortable victory? Sendles White goes up and doesn't get there. Rafi again to Brown. Goes for goal. Hits it over the bar. Still 2-1. Still plenty of time, though, for Tunbridge to get another goal. I feel like we've got one more sub we're able to make as well because of the extra time and COVID and all that stuff. We don't need it. And look at this. 24 shots, 8 on target. We finally scored twice in a match. Oh, we're through to the next round and we've got Altrincham. Wonderful. Picked up $9,000 as well, which probably isn't going to go too much further than just turn up on our bank and get spent in a week. There you go. That's a weekly wages for free. Match number 3 of the episode, and we've tweaked it slightly. We're going for a 4-3-1-2 formation. The diamond's obviously been changed. We've pushed up the defence midfielder into the middle, put them as a ball winner, added a DLP in the midfield. Also, the attack midfielder has changed from an advanced playmaker to an advanced midfielder. So, yeah, let's see what happens. Parks in goal, Bramble, Sendles White, Goodman and Redder Johnson at the back. Rafi, Barkers, Brown and Wassim in midfield, with Drace and Williamson up front. Southend in the league is going to be tough. And not only because we are obviously playing Southend and they're good at football, formerly in the Championship not too long ago, I think, but we literally played that Tunbridge Angels game like 2 days ago. We've had 2 days break. Half of our team are all still very, very tired. You can see Wassim, Drace and Zach Brown already very tired. So, yeah, this is going to be just tough. Williamson to Johnson with the ball. Forward to Brown. Big Red's trying to make some space. He's like 35 years old, isn't he, Redder Johnson? Goodman with the ball. Sendles White is the only player in our half at the moment, which I don't know whether is a good thing or a bad thing. Does have the ball. Long ball towards Drace, I think it was. Ferguson collects, though, for Southend. Barker with the ball all the way back to the goalkeeper, Seaton. Kicks it long over the halfway line. We need to get on the end of that. Sendles White's the man there. Plays all the way back to Adam Parks. I think there's a goal happening. This is my guess. There might be a goal happening in this highlight. And I'm hoping, because we've got the ball, we don't cock up a pass and we're the team to get the goal. Nope, it's going to be Southend, isn't it? A go-go to Duke McKenna. Right-hand side is Golden. Loads and loads of space to run into because Redder Johnson's the oldest man in history. It's a penalty. Of course it's a penalty. We give away too many penalties. And by we, I mean Football Manager gives away too many penalties. Ralph steps up. Parks goes the right way, but Ralph blasts it into the back of net. It's 1-0 to Southend. We are still going to be on -4 points come the end of this episode. And this is our 12th league game. This is starting to be an issue. We do have the Vanarama North and South on. So if we were to get relegated and keep our job, we will still be in charge. Wassim with a headed effort goes over the bar. Fair enough. I have noticed as well, when I was looking in the data centre, we have had 22 shots hit the bar in our last 5 matches. That sounds like a lot of shots, doesn't it? Bramble keeps the ball in play, keeps missing football because he's away on international duty, where he scored a goal as well on international duty. Dennis has got past, I think, Sendles White. He's following him, though, and so is his centre-back partner. Back to Pearson. Across to Atkinson. Going to go across again. A go-go to Duke McKenna. Golden. It is Golden. Runs forward. Number 5, Big Redder Johnson's with him. Back to a go-go again. Now Golden again. Crosses it in. Atkinson's going to get on the end of it. Heads over the bar. 33 minutes played. 1-0 to Southend. And it's all because of a penalty. Raffi with a free kick for us. Crosses it to Brown at the back post. It's a cross goal again and he's hit the bar. Because we seem to hit the bar with maybe 1 in 5 shots at the moment. Is the change in formation working? I would argue probably not, as we're 1-0 down and we're not having any shots. We've had 6 shots, 0.09 XG. We are controlling possession, apparently. That's what we're doing. Redder Johnson's coming off because he's having an absolute shocker of a game. We've got no left back on the bench. Lovely. Apparently Twamansi can play there and he's 2-star, so that's what we're going to go for. Do we want to try and change anything else? Because something isn't working. Just checking my corners. We are doing the near post stuff, which... yeah, we're doing the near post stuff. Have we got anyone good who can take corners? Is this the problem? Henry Woods is on the bench. Raffi's 9. He can take corners. Well, match rating wise so far, we are awful up front, aren't we? 6.4s for 3 of our attacking players. In fact, all of our attacking players. Let's give them a demand more. Let's push to positive. We're 1-0 down. There's no point in sitting on a 1-0 defeat. Adam Parks with a goal kick to Sendles White. Right-hand side is TJ Bramble. He's just going to go for a run all the way. Just John Terry all the way up the field. Drace with the ball. Back to Barkers. Ball winner midfielder. Now Brown forward to Williamson, who's not very good at football, but we've got no choice. Wassim to Drace. Need to get the ball through. Raffi's there. Long-range effort from Raffi, and it's a great save from the goalkeeper because apparently in the Vanarama National League we've got Prime Buffon playing for everybody. Raffi's corner comes in towards the front post and it goes over everybody. Because corners don't work when you're in the Vanarama National, apparently. Somebody must be able to take a corner. I can take a corner. I'm 35 and awful at football. Bramble, back to Sendles White. I mean, the ball's literally not moving. You've just got one job. Kick it once, find a man. Williamson to Drace. Wassim's there in front. Drace has gone for goal himself. It's fumbled. Wassim's there, and he's offside. Drace is coming off because of fitness more than anything else. He's actually not playing great either, but... we don't really have too much choice. Woods is going to come on as the DLP, which means we reshuffle the team about. There we go. We'll go with that. I want Woods as the DLP because he is clearly our best player on the pitch. Seedham with the free kick. I think it was the free kick. Woods wins the header, first touch of the ball. And it's a terrible pass. And Southend are possibly going to come forward. Sendles White controls for us. 20 minutes to try and find an equaliser and a winner. We need to win games, don't we? There's no point in just drawing absolutely everything. Sendles White again runs forward with the ball. to Miller again. Dinks it over. Williamson, he's got some space. He's out a bit too far wide. Raffy with the ball. Get it in the middle. That's not the middle. TJ Bramble controls into the penalty area. 3 in the box. If he can just cross it, he doesn't want to. Woods, can you cross it? Bramble, can you cross it? Someone, anybody, cross it. There we go. The cross comes in. It's fallen to Wassim. It's fallen to Williamson. And the ball has found its way into the net. Is this one going to count? I think this is going to count. Williamson gets on the score sheet. It is 1-1 against Southend. We're on -3 points, everybody. We are still 10... Oh, that's 0 points. It is 0 points, you're right, because we drew a game. We won a game, not drew a game. If it stays this way, we will be at the starting point where every other team starts. And our season can technically begin at this point. Although, Southend are coming forward with the ball. Ferguson goes for an effort. It's saved by Parks. We've got 1 minute left to play. Do we try and hold on? I think we just don't change anything. We just sit back. We take the point. It is a decent point, actually. Away from home against Southend, that's not a terrible point. It's another game where we probably could have scored more. You've done brilliantly to come back from that one. Ben Williamson, a 7.8 rating. Raffy gets a 7 as well. Parks gets a 7. Well, at least we got a point. So there you see the league table then. 0 points on the board after 12 games. If we didn't have that 12-point deduction, we would technically be 19th. Which isn't much better than where we currently are, is it? We've got a long, long way to go. We need to start scoring goals. This is our main problem. If we actually have a look, and if I put myself down in that bottom corner, we have scored 14 goals. Defensively, we've only let in 16, which is actually pretty good. We just can't score goals. We are the 4th worst scoring team in the league. Even if it was just sorted by goals, we'd finish 20th. That's how bad we've been doing so far. Let's learn to score goals, and we'll fly up this table, and we'll be fine. Next episode, we are going to go Hollywood. We're going to go for Ryan Reynolds and whatever his name is. I can never pronounce his name. Rob McElhenney. The Wrexham team, those guys. And Kings Lynn, which I feel like isn't as Hollywood as Deadpool. But, you know, we're going to bundle them all into one episode, which means Stockport, Altrincham, Torquay, Halifax, Wealdstone, and Yeovil will be off camera. I might record this match. If it's any good, we might see it as kind of at the start of the next episode. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. We are no longer in the negative. We are on 6 points. Still a fair distance away from getting out of the relegation zone. What is that? 8 points we need to make up if we want to just catch up with where Bromley currently are. If we didn't have our -12 points, we will be on 18 points, which would be enough for 18th place. This is becoming a lot harder than I thought it would be. Before we get too far into the video, if you are enjoying these videos, do please remember to hit the like button on all the ones you're enjoying. Stick your comments down in the comment section below it basically helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And also, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Let's get on with today's episode. Today, we're going Hollywood. But before we get there, we have done some investing. We have signed Eddie Brown, formerly of Bolton Wanderers, actually played games for Bolton as well, 21 years of age. Now, he doesn't look particularly spectacular, but lots of his numbers are 9s. 9 dribbling, finishing, first touch, free kick taking, long shots. Also quite a few 8s in there, mentally as well. Lots of 9s and above. Physically, lots of 10s and above. I think he's an above average footballer. He just doesn't look particularly great. The expectation is Eddie Brown is probably, hopefully, going to be our number 1 striker. Maybe come the end of the season, maybe next season. And in order to get him through the door, we did have to get rid of 2 players. Travis Gregory and James Caton have left, going to St Albans and Braintree, but that's basically freed up a bit of money in the wage budget, which we're still over, but we've got a little bit more money to spend. I was trying to sign this man, and the only reason why I didn't sign this man is because we couldn't offer him £400 a week. Alexander Haleb, at 40 years of age, will be 41 before our season ends. We could have got him into the end of the year, and I thought to myself, all he needs to do is stand still. He can pass, he's got great technique, he's got all the vision, he's got the mental numbers. We just literally stick him in the middle of the pitch, he just stands still and passes to other people. But he didn't want to join us. He'd rather stay playing in Qatar? Bahrain. There you go. The starting lineup for the Wrexham game. We are going back to the 4-4-2 diamond with a few little tweaks. We've got a DLP, we've got a shadow striker, and 2 pressing forwards up front. Do I know what I'm doing? No, I don't. I also think there is a line between Drace and Wassim up front. You can just about see it there. Anyway, it's going to be parked in goal. Swamani, Goodman, Sendles White and Wood at the back. Barkers, Woods, Brown and Wassim in midfield with Drace and Ben Williamson up front. Williamson has started to score goals despite the fact that he can't finish. He's got 5 goals in probably his last maybe 6 games. We are on a pretty bad run of form, but we're not playing bad. This is the problem. We're playing actually really well and just not scoring any goals, or we're conceding a late goal, things like that. Against Wrexham, I would expect we're probably not going to win this one. 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock. Wrexham have already had one chance and win themselves another corner. On the left-hand side, right-footed, it's going to be Jones to take it towards the back post, and it's Swan. Doesn't get there. Woods gets it clear. It's going to be Young to probably keep this highlight alive. Is he going to go down the right-hand side, or are we going to steal it? Back to Bryce Hosanna, a player who I had on a Football Manager in the past. I can't even remember who for. Was it Burton? Might have been Burton Albion, you know. Hayden, forward with the ball. Highlight ends. Still 0-0. 3 shots, though, for Wrexham in that little flurry. When do we need to start worrying about getting relegated? I think if we were to go down without a fight, we would get sacked. As I would say, we're doing pretty well. We are fighting to try and not get relegated. I don't think we get sacked, and because we've got the Vanarama National on, we will, Vanarama North and South on, we will still keep our job. So far, we've had 1 shot with an XG of 0.01. Hasn't been a good shot, apparently. Free kick for Wrexham. Jones crosses it towards nobody at the back. Mullins going to keep the highlight alive, though, for Wrexham. On the left, where's he going to go? Crosses it in. Good cross as well. It's cleared by us. It was cleared by us. Hayden to Jones. Long range effort from Jones. And that's a screamer, because they always happen in Vanarama National football, don't they? Everyone scores 35-yard Wondies? Worldies. Wonder goals. Wondies. That's what they're called. That's not a word. And that goal, literally on the stroke of half-time, means it is 1-0 to Wrexham. We are not doing very well. I'm going to say, I want to see a better performance. Wassim's having a shocker. What are you doing? I'm furious with your performance, buddy. You seem demotivated. That's your day over. Rafi's going to come on as a Mazzala in midfield. We're going to put Zach Brown up to be that shadow striker. I'm wondering whether the shadow striker isn't working. My plan was to try and get a shadow striker up there to hopefully score some goals. Maybe that's not working. Looking at what Wrexham are playing, they're also playing a shadow striker, but an attacking midfielder next to him and a pressing forward. First highlight of the second half, and we've lost the ball. Okay, we started with it, and then we've lost it straight away. Jones, the goal scorer, to Swan. Is he going to go off towards the left-hand side? Loads of space to run into. Invites Green forward as well. Cameron Green across to James Jones. Back to Cameron Green, number 16. I assume a left-back, possibly a left wing-back. Onan to Swan. Lovely control. Swan's long-range effort hits the bar, and we can just calmly pass it around our defence. Williamson, are we going to counter-attack? Is this something... Seriously, Williamson? You've just passed straight to him. You just passed the ball straight to him. Young with the ball. What are we doing? What's going on? I feel like we're going to lose this game, and it's going to not be a fun experience. I know we're already 1-0 down. Hosanna on the right-hand side. Back to Young. Back to Hosanna. Intercepted by Barkers, and that does end the highlight, and we're going to do a change, and it's going to be Williamson coming off. Eddie Brown as the man to come on. Do we swap you two over? Sure, not sure it's going to make too much difference. Zach Brown's also having a poor game, but we've only got defenders on the bench. Good job, me. If we can nick an equaliser, we're going defensive. That's what we're going to go for. We're actually playing cautious at the moment, switching it up to play positive to try and get back into this game. Goal difference right now means nothing to me because our goal difference is actually pretty decent on a -3. What we need is points. And we don't get points from losing games 1-0 against Wrexham. It wasn't the best performance. When we went to positive, they kind of just stopped playing football. It's another defeat, though. I completely forgot to mention as well what happened in between episodes. So we ended with the Southend game, didn't we? We beat Stockport and we beat Halifax. That is why we did okay, and then we lost to Altrincham, but we scored twice. This is what I mean by we've been playing quite well, but then conceding goals. An 83rd minute winner there from Ryan Kolkolov against Torquay. 2 more goals scored. We then concede a penalty in the 54th minute, which means Torquay pick up the victory. 2-0 against Halifax. Great performance in that one. At Wealdstone, we go 1-0 up. Actually, we don't go 1-0 up. They go 1-0 up. It goes 1-1 after 3 minutes. And then we just weren't very good against Wealdstone. Against Yeovil, 85th minute. Against Wrexham, 46th minute. You can see there. Kings Lynn next up, 10th place. Is this a winnable game? I don't think it is. Back for match number 2. Kings Lynn away from home. It is going to be Parks and goal. Collins, Goodman, Sendles White and Sam Wood at the back with Barkers, Wood, Brown and Wassim in midfield. Yanis Drace and Sam Shaban will be our strikers today. Who's Sam Shaban, you ask? Well, he's a new signing. He's just turned up, 26 years of age. He's spent some time playing abroad somewhere, Lithuania, Cyprus apparently. He's not really a natural goal scorer apart from in Cyprus. But I looked at his attributes and went mentally, he's got some very good numbers in there. He's actually a poacher as well. So I'm trying to just get goals scored. I'm hoping Sam Shaban could be the man to be doing that. Wasn't supposed to rhyme, but it did. So this is going to be potentially our 5th straight defeat if we don't get anything here. And it could be pretty disastrous. A win will put us on to 9 points, which is still 4 points away from Woking, who are 22nd in the table. We need to start picking up victories. We're almost in January as well, by the way. It's not like we're early on in the season. Fernandez passes it back. It's a great ball. It's Saul 1-on-1 with the keeper, and Jamie Saul makes it 1-0 already. 13 minutes played, and not good. Not a good start at all. Are we going to have to try and change up to a completely different formation? Maybe it's the formation that isn't working. Woods with a free kick for us towards Goodman at the back post. It's actually Jamie Sendles-White who is there to make it 1-1, his 2nd goal of the season. The signing that I made myself. I'm quite proud that when my players score goals, when players who are already at the club score, I'm not upset, but I'd rather have my players score. I know what I was talking about. Woking are 2-0 up against Boreham Wood, which means Woking have moved up to 20th in the table, which means it's even a little bit further now to catch our nearest team. Rowley goes for the ball. It's Wood on the line. Collins blasts it into the back of somebody. Woods volleyed it clear as well. McGavin to Bird. Across to Rowley. Curling effort from Rowley goes wide of Adam Parks' post. 1-1. Strange highlight, that one. Sam Shaban is on a 6.4 on his debut. I think... Are we controlling possession? Mr. Sam. Mr. Shaban... I'm not happy. Do something. I brought you in to hopefully get some goals, and so far I don't think you've even had a shot. Clunan with a free kick for Kings Lynn. Woods gets it clear for us. That's good. Coleman's going to collect, though. Not the best control, but he still keeps hold of it. McGavin back to Coleman again. He's got somebody in front of him, number 18. I'm not sure who that is. It's McGavin again with the ball for Kings Lynn. If we can steal this encounter, we'll be perfect. Fernandez down the right-hand side. Number 2, the right back, I assume, because that's what number 2 should be. It's gone over everybody, straight to Denton, into the penalty area. Kings Lynn are going to score here, aren't they? Michael Clunan makes it 2-1. Straight after the goal, there is another highlight. Brown. Off towards the left. It's Wood, the old man. Where are you going to go? Back to Zach Brown. Backwards? Strange pass. Why are you trying to get the 35-year-old to be doing running, buddy? Sendles-White, our goal scorer. Back to Wood. Back to Sendles-White. Back to Wood. What are we doing here? Long ball down that left-hand side. It's Wassim. He's taken a touch. He's got past the goalkeeper. And an immediate response from Wassim. His 7th goal of the season is 2-2. This is what I mean by we play quite well. We just seem to concede goals at the moment. If we can shore up our defence and get our front players scoring goals, we'll be winning games for fun. But right now, we can't defend, but we can score. Or we can defend and not score. This is the issue that I seem to find. Adam Parks with the ball in his hand then, so that wasn't the highlight, whatever happened there. Kicks it long over the halfway line. Shaban doesn't get there. Jamie Saul might get there. Goodman forward for us, though, towards Drace. Denton controls, lumps it upfield, and we're just not paying attention. Armstrong's effort is blocked. What? What's just happened there? Why didn't I genuinely lost for words. What do we do there? Sam Shaban's coming off for Ricky Miller. I mean, this game, I mean, that's not a real goal. That doesn't happen in real life. I can understand some of these weird pass backs that like the goalkeeper misses. Nobody decided to close that down. It was just trickling across the line and everyone just watched it. McGavin's free kick. Parks makes a decent enough save. Concedes the corner. 62 minutes on the clock. Can we get ourselves another goal? We're going to go positive. I don't know why we were playing cautious, to be honest. It's towards the back post. Coleman heads over the bar. We've got 30 minutes. 30 minutes to try and find an equaliser and then a winner. I've just seen we've had 3 shots on target as well. I wasn't paying attention to the match attributes. And yeah, turns out we're not very good at football. Sendles-White gets it clear. Wassim lumps it upfield. Drace doesn't win the header and it's coming straight back towards us. Coleman, Barker's with a great slide tackle, but for some reason is the slowest human being. And there is the 4th goal. Joe Rowley makes it 4-0, 4-2 to Kings Lynn. Defending is not our strong suit, is it? And we're still going, but we've got the ball at the moment. Danny Collins, right-hand side, is going to run forward with the ball. Central defender, who's actually quite good as a right-back, kicks it straight into one of Kings Lynn's many goal scorers. Woods, back to Goodman. We've got 4 yellow cards as well. Goodman's going for a run, back to Sendles White. Can we make it 4-3? I mean, I said earlier, I think probably against Wrexham, that I'm not too fussed about goal difference, but if we're going to lose a game, I'd rather lose by 1 goal than 2 goals. Sendles White to nobody. What are you doing, Miller? I mean, I've also noticed that Kings Lynn have got about 15 players on yellow cards. Rowley's in on goal again. Is it going to be 5? It's a good save from Parks, and Sendles White kicks it off for a throw. McGavin with a free kick straight after that as well. It's a curling effort, goes just over the bar. I mean, I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do. We're just not having shots. They've got an XG of 1.7 and scored 4. How have they managed to do that? Brown's not going to... What are these passes? We're trying to play short passes because of tiki-taka, and what they're doing is that. That's not a short pass, is it? Is it, Wood? It's not a short pass, and Jamie Sewell's 1-on-1 with the keeper. It's going to be 5. It is 5-2 to Kings Lynn Town. Are they any good? I don't think they are. We're still not done. It could be 6, you know. Rowley controls it. Wassim's nicked it off of him. 7 goals so far in this match, but unfortunately 5 of them have been for the team in blue. It's gone all the way back to Adam Parks, who's like 7.1 after conceding 5 goals. So I'm not really sure how that's worked. Danny Collins on the right-hand side needs some supporters. He's going to try and go it alone. If he can get the cross in, back to Woods, back to Collins. Try and get past your man, buddy. Whip in the cross. He's managed to get the cross in straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. And the highlight's going to start then, I guess, from the Kings Lynn goalkeeper's kick out. Or roll out, or throw out. It's a kick. He's kicked it long. It's Collins heads forward. Only as far as Denton, because we've got no width. This is the problem with playing diamonds. Maybe we need to change to my Swansea tactic. Rowley with a long-range effort hits it over the bar. It's going to be 5-2. Oh, what have I got myself into? What have I got myself into? 23 shots, 15 on target, 5 goals conceded. Oh, this is throw the water bottle. I'm far from pleased. You can look demotivated all you want, lads. We're already demotivated. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do here, lads. So, this is how things have been looking recently, and it's good when it comes to scoring goals. We've scored 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 goals, 13, 14, 15 goals in the space of 2 months. That's pretty good. The problem is we've conceded 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 19. We've conceded 19 goals. So I do have the Swansea tactic loaded up. I've mentioned this before. This is the Swansea tactic that I've been playing. I think it's a little bit tweaked for lower league football. I probably shouldn't have ball playing defenders and things like that, but we're going to try it because maybe this is what's going to give us the width. That's what we're going to go for going forward. What are we going to do off camera? Chippenham in the FA Trophy. Dagenham and Redbridge, a winnable game. Woking, a winnable game. Dagenham and Redbridge, again, a winnable game. And then Notts County as we go into January. I feel like I should play possibly the Dagenham and Redbridge games on camera. You know what? Next episode, Dagenham and Redbridge and Woking. We're playing Chippenham in a minute, and I'm going to record the next episode right away. Today, it's kind of make or break for our Dover Athletics side. We've won 1 of our last, 6 league games? We are rooted to the bottom of the table. We need to win our next 3 games. Dagenham and Redbridge at home, Woking away from home, Dagenham and Redbridge away from home. It's 3 winnable matches. If we can beat Dagenham and Redbridge at home, which is what we're going to play in just a second, we might have a chance of getting ourselves not off the bottom of the table, but maybe turning around our form. The starting lineup then for the Dagenham and Redbridge game at home is going to be Adam Parks in goal, Sendles White, Goodman and Collins as the 3 defenders, with Bramble and Willard Innocent as our wing-backs, Woods and Brown in the middle, Wassim as our attacking midfielder, Drace and Miller as our strikers. You've noticed we're going for the 5-2-1-2 for this. I mentioned at the end of the last episode that this is what we're going to try. We played Chippenham and won 1-0 thanks to a corner, but we won 1-0, so maybe confidence is starting to go on the up again. Speaking of corners, I don't think we've set this up properly. We need to have you. You're the goal scorer. You're the goal scorer. I stick you on the front post every single time. There we go. So this is technically Boxing Day in game. The Woking match is on the 28th of December, which is obviously 2 days after Boxing Day. We've got a corner through Woods starting off the game as we mean to proceed, and Yanis Drace scores from the corner. Hold on, are we taking corners to anywhere we want? We're not sticking them on the front post? Is this why we're not scoring from corners? We've taken the lead, which is great. It's corners. Corners should be mixed. No, near post. Every time, near post, everybody knows this. So this has already started better than I expected. It drops Dagenham and Redbridge down to 22nd in the table. If it stays this way, we move up to 9 whole points on the board. I want to win it. We need to win this game. We need to beat Woking. We need to beat Dagenham and Redbridge. Again, Balanta's just scored a worldie because, you know, it's Vanarama National football and that's what happens. Both sides have scored a goal each, and XG is literally not even it's 0.15 each, basically, and it's 1-1. XG's nonsense, everybody. Half-time, 1-1 then, and we've literally not done much for most of the first half, by the looks of it. We've had a little bit of spell of possession at the start, and that was about it. Ricky Miller, get off the pitch. I've had enough of you, Ricky. You're really good in terms of attributes for this level of football, but you're just terrible at playing football. It's weird. We're getting the shots away. 6 shots, 3 on target for us now, so we're actually having the chances. Push it to positive. We should be able to beat Dagenham and Redbridge. If we look at the points without the -12, we would currently be on, 19 points. So we are the better side over Dagenham and Redbridge. Bramble crosses the ball in, Draces at the back post, does get on the head as well, hits the top of the bar, trickles off for a goal kick. It is absolutely hammering it down here as well for some reason. Was it doing that in the first half? I don't think it was raining that bad. 77, 80 minutes now played. K Willard Innocent is playing absolutely awful. We're going to bring on Swamasi, that's his name, as a left back. Cause, I mean, we're going to have to go that way round. We don't have any other left backs that we can play. Do we also do another change? Collins is playing badly. Big Red's coming on as well. Now, this might look like a reasonable result, considering our poor performance and poor form lately, but a draw? Oh no. A draw against Dagenham and Redbridge at home is bad. A win will be good. But it's going to happen, isn't it? It's going to happen. It's a late goal. Adam Parks has saved the day. But why does this thing happen? At the end of games, this always seems to happen. We just go, you know what? You can have one more chance. You can have one more chance to see if you can score a goal. We've picked up a point against Dagenham and Redbridge on Boxing Day. We've now got to go forward 2 days and play Woking away from home. For the Woking game, then, we are sticking with the 5-2-1-2, as I think the more we play this, the more familiar we get, and the better we're going to perform. That is the hope. It's going to be Parks in goal, Sendles, White, Collins, and Big Red at the back, Bramble and Wood as the wing-backs, Barkers, Brown, and Wassim in the middle of the pitch, Shaban and Drace as our strikers. On the bench, we have a very tired Henry Woods. He's needed a rest for a very long time, but he's just too good at football for us to really drop him. Plus, he's going to be going back to, I think, Gillingham very, very soon. So I just kind of want to run him into the ground at this point. Let's just also make sure we are doing the near post corners. There we go. Another winnable game then. Away from home against Woking. 21st place Woking. 3 points here will put us on to 10 whole points. 10 points will be a long, long way away from safety. I'm starting to get very, very concerned that we might be getting relegated. Blake with a free kick early-ish on for Woking. It goes over the bar, though. It's going to be a goal kick, 20 minutes played. Am I asking too much of our team? Am I trying to get them to be playing Barcelona-style football in the Vanarama National? Is this the problem here? Barkers has lost out. To Johnson. Ball forward on the right-hand side is Campbell. He's in front of all the defenders. And Adam Parks puts an arm up in the air to stop that one from going in, concedes the corner. Woking then with a chance. It's going to be a left-footed corner from the right-hand side. Blake is the man to take it. Back post is Effiong. Danny Collins gets it clear. And hold on, Sam Shaban is going to potentially start some form of counter-attack. He's gone backwards to TJ Bramble. And the highlight ends. Why did it end there? Something could have happened. Something might happen here instead. Johnson for Woking. Back to Blake. Now Casey. In the middle is that man's name. That's a confusing name for a lower league footballer. It's right-hand side, Blenko, who's picked up an injury as well. Is he going to cross? He does cross. Get the ball clear. What do we... Redder Johnson's just taken out Wood in his own penalty area. What is going on with this team? Free kick for Wood in a good position. Sendles White is there. Shaban is there. And we have taken the lead. That is literally our second shot of the game. And Sam Shaban gets on the end of the header. and makes it 1-0 to Dover away from home. Do we shut up shop? Is this genuinely a thing that I'm considering doing? Yes, it is. Half time, we have held on. Nothing really happened after the goal. So it is 1-0. We've had one shot on target. You're doing well. Keep it up. Let's just keep going. No changes. No changes. We're winning a football match, everybody. And the second half, not a huge amount is going on. 60 minutes played. We're going to take off Yanis Drace for Ben Williamson up front. Do we also take off, is that Wassim? No, it's Zach Brown who's not playing particularly well either. We're going to bring on Woods. We're bringing on Woods and swapping you two over because I feel like that's probably a better way to do it. And we have got 30 minutes to hold on, maybe find another goal. Let's not push it. Ross with a goal kick, final 20 minutes. Woking trying to get themselves back into this game. It's a header forward from Wood, but it's straight to Lofthouse, apparently, playing for Woking. Nat Lofthouse. I thought he was a very old man and potentially dead man, actually. F. Young on the right-hand side. Is he going to cross backwards to Jones? There's a goal, isn't there? I can just sense that there's just this unnerving sense of dread coming over me as I just feel like Woking are going to score a winner. And then, or not winner, an equaliser, and then possibly a winner later on. It's Blake into the penalty area, the left-back coming forward a lot with the ball at the moment, and there is the goal that's put them level. It's Solomon Nwabuki, possibly. Balls. Why do I never shut up shop? Why don't I ever do this? Because right now, a 1-1 draw sounds like a terrible result again, doesn't it? So I don't want to shut up shop at this point. Final 10 minutes of the game. It's going to be an undefeated match, I guess, is something to look forward to. Hold on, Wood with a free kick. It's toward Barker's at the back post. Sami Shaban! Sami Shaban, oh my word. Right, here we go, everybody. I'm doing it. I'm shutting up shop. We've got our park the bus formation. I don't think we've got the players to do it, but we're going to try and get these guys into some form of position that it is going to work. Do we go that way round? That kind of works, doesn't it? We're going to take Wassim off as well for Twamansi? Half a star, I guess? I mean, we are parking the bus. We are 2-1 up with 4 minutes to play of normal time against Woking away from home. It's been a long time since we've won a match. It's genuinely been such a long time since we won a match. It might put us on to 10 points. Just disappear time. 94 minutes are played. Full-time whistle has to go. Yes, it does. We have beaten Woking, and we're still bottom of the table. Sami Shaban, 2 goals to his name in this match. We are going to play one more match in this episode. It's Dagenham and Redbridge again. Let's do this again then. Dagenham and Redbridge away from home. 5-2-1-2 wing-back vertical tiki-taka. You know the deal here. It's going to be Parks in goal. Sendles White, Goodman and Collins at the back. TJ Bramble and Sam Wood as the wing-backs. Woods, Brown and Wassim in midfield with Shaban and Yanis Drace up front. Sami Shaban has been scoring goals a lot lately, and it does definitely please me that we're getting somebody scoring goals. We've obviously got the short corner technique as well. Not short, the near post corner technique as well. It's all on them. It's all on them, everybody. I've got faith as well. A win here will look amazing. It will turn around our form. Obviously, we're still going to be bottom of the table, but it's going to turn around our form. An early chance for Dagenham and Redbridge goes over the bar. A minute and a half on the clock. We are 11 points at the moment. A win will put us on 13 points. We will be very, very close to catching up the team in 22nd. Ling heads the ball. It's Saunders. Back to Robinson. Back to Ling. Back to Saunders. Forward finds Sagaf. Sagaf back to Ling. So far, Dagenham and Redbridge having all the highlights. A long ball towards one of their strikers. Goodman intercepts. Now Zach Brown. Wassim to Shaban. Is he going to get on the score sheet again today? It's intercepted. Reynolds runs forward and passes back to Johnson. Fair enough. E. Johnson over the top towards Balanta, who scored 1 in the last match and he scored again today. It's 1-0 to Dagenham and Redbridge. Not the best start again against the Daggers. It's a free kick for Woods to take. Goodman's there and Goodman puts that in, but the flag goes up. I knew immediately that flag was going to go up. It is not going to count. It's going to remain 1-0 to Dagenham and Redbridge. And we are seeing the goal kick, or the free kick as well. It's upfield. Sendles White clears it for us, but straight to Johnson. Now Walker on the left-hand side for the Daggers. Back to Reynolds, the central defender, who so far has had a couple of good chances, if I remember correctly. Walker down the left again. Got some company. Phipps, Woods, I think, got the ball very briefly. Phipps forward to Walker again, across to Sagaf. Forward to Saunders. I'm worried about Balanta. Balanta is, I think, very, very good. I want to say former West Ham player. Adam Parks holds on to that one and might have walked that off for a corner. He didn't. Right, we could do with getting some shots on target, guys. There you go. We've gone from 3 to 0. to 5-2. Now 6-3 shots on target, but we're not seeing anything. So all the way back to the goalkeeper. Balanta has it. He's going to go off towards the left. Zach Brown sticks a leg out and doesn't manage to get the ball, or the player, to be honest. Johnson to Reynolds. 10 minutes left of the first half. Phipps has got the ball. Johnson again. I mean, Dagenham and Redbridge are just looking like the best football team in the world at the moment, aren't they? Phipps crosses it. Sagaf is there. He's controlled it well. Plays it back to Ling. Feel like there's a wonder goal coming. There it is. Into the bottom corner. George Saunders makes it 2-0. And I feel like this might be game over. We're going positive. I don't know whether it's a good idea. We've got ourselves a corner, actually. Wood's going to take it towards the front post. Sendles White is there. And he heads over the bar. Could have been a chance from the near post corner, which we know that they do seem to score quite a few goals in this year's FM. It is going to be 2-0 to Dagenham and Redbridge at half-time. And we are going to give them a little... I want a much better performance in the second half. Drace and Shaban not doing so well. TJ Bramble's on a 6.2, so you're clearly being blamed for both of the goals. Drace is on a 6.2, 6.3 as well now. He's struggling. We've already played 10 minutes of the second half. Drace is coming off. Williamson's going to come on. Do we also do Bramble off for Swamansi? We're going to do it. We just need to get ourselves at least one goal now. I know we need to win the game, but at the moment we are not even getting shots away. Woods to Sam Shaban. Back to Woods. Back to Goodman. We're going the wrong way, boys. Zach Brown. Back to Collins. Left-hand side is Wood. Loads and loads of space for the old man. And what was that? What was that game? He just passed it straight to Clark, didn't he? Clark's got the ball again. Long ball forward towards Balanta over the top, and Balanta's going to make it 3. No, he doesn't. Adam Parks finally makes a save on camera in this match. He's not been very good by the looks of it. 6.5 rating. Balanta's the man to take the corner as well. Just before the hour mark. Get it clear. He does get it clear. Now Wassim can counter. Or not. Sure. Free kick now for Dagenham and Redbridge. And again, a very good position. Robinson's the man to step up. It's going to be 3. It is 3. Matt Robinson with his first goal of the season. And after all the excitement of the draw at home, the 3-1, 2-1, 1-0 victory, whatever we did against Woking, I can't even remember now. We're just going to get hammered by Dagenham and Redbridge away from home. Swamansi to Woods. We're still trying to find ourselves a goal. Wassim's there. He's hit the post. It's not our day. It's not our day, lads. If that's what's going to happen when we get a decent chance, we're never going to win anything. Johnson with a throw. Final 7 minutes of the game. Crosses it in. Saunders is there on the volley. Hits it wide. It could have been 4. Free kick for us. Still a bit of time. Not enough time for really do anything. Goodman heads well over the bar. 3-0 against Dagenham and Redbridge. Yes, it's away from home, but they are struggling. They are struggling for form. If we didn't have our 12-point deduction, we'd be on 22 points. But because we do, we're on 10 and rooted to the bottom of the table. Not a good performance there. Goodman is the only player really to get anything out of it. That wasn't good enough. It makes me angry, apparently. That was the team talk I selected. Still bottom of the table then. Let's take a look at what the board think. It's a C+. It's a C+ at the moment. They're happy with the victory against Woking and Halifax. They don't like the fact that we lost to Wealdstone and Dagenham and Redbridge, and they also don't like TJ Bramble's recent performances. Yeah, no, that's fair. I'm going to give you a warning, if I can. Criticise recent form. You've been awful. There we go. So we are definitely an up and down kind of team. If we win, they absolutely love it when we win. If we play well but lose, we get a C. We get around a C. But then if we actually lose against a team that we should have beaten, which arguably Wealdstone is one and definitely Dagenham and Redbridge is another, they absolutely hate that. Next episode then, we are going to go to around mid-February time. It's going to be Halifax and probably not Aldershot actually. We might do, February's a horrible month. Stockport, Torquay, Aldershot and Grimsby all in the top 10 of the table. Halifax the only team that aren't. So we're going to do Halifax and probably Aldershot. I think that's what we're going to go for. So Notts County, we've also got Solihull Moors, Eastleigh, Southend, Stockport and Torquay to play. We just need to get some wins at this point, don't we? We just need to get some wins. Thank you very much for watching today's episode of Football Manager 2022 with Dover Athletic. And yeah, we are rooted to the bottom. It's a long, long way to go from here, isn't it? If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And I'll be back next time. And we might be off the bottom of the table. We won't, but there is a possibility we could be. Thanks for watching. Turns out all I need to do is not record, and we beat top of the table Notts County 1-0. Not sure how that happened. I'll take the 3 points, though. We're 2/3 of the way through February, and it's not looking good for our Dover Athletics side. We are currently sat 23rd in the table. It's still bottom. We have actually won a game. If you missed the end of the last episode, we managed to beat top of the table Notts County, giving them their first defeat of the season, and I don't know how we did it. I didn't even do any subs. We won 1-0. Sam Shaban with the only goal of the game. Actually wasn't terrible. We then played Leamington in the FA Trophy 4th round, where we won that. We also beat Yeovil in the FA Trophy 5th round. We've done... I mean, it's not great, is it? We've got 3 draws, only scored 2 goals in the next 5 fixtures. Not ideal. Halifax, Aldershot. That will be today's matches, 10th and 3rd place. If you are enjoying these videos, do please remember to click the like button. Hit the subscribe button as well if you're new to the channel and you want to see all these videos turn up in your subscription feed. Let's get on then with the matches in today's episode. Actually, we won't get on with the matches right away. We will talk about some transfer business that has taken place. We have brought in 4 new signings, and we've actually got rid of Matthew Bentley and Kobe Arthur on free transfers. Basically, both of them were taking up quite a lot of wage budget. The 4 players coming in, 3 of them are youngsters and new gens that my scouts randomly found, which is actually really handy. First up is Fraser White, 16-year-old English left back. He's not a left back, but he's going to be training up to be a left wing back. He's a left midfielder. I don't know if he's good or not, but he's getting paid £5 a week. This is kind of the reason why we brought them in. Tommy Moxley is a 16-year-old English right back who's training up to be a central midfielder because basically his passing is better than his tackling, and I feel like that's probably a lot more useful. He's probably going to be, I think, a box-to-box is what we're training him up as. Ian Cooney is actually a right back. He is he's 17 years old, obviously English right back as well. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if they're going to be any good, but all 3 of these are getting paid £5 a week. We have also brought in a player who's probably going to be playing first team football. 21-year-old Scottish midfielder Callum Moore, formerly of Forfar, Dundee and Stenhouse Muir up in Scotland. I'm not sure how this man hasn't got a club yet, and I'm not sure why he's decided to move from Scotland to literally the most southern point he can find on a map of England. But Callum Moore is in, free transfer, £100 a week as well. He's getting paid absolute peanuts. He's going to be obviously playing in the middle of midfield because we are changing our formation to the formation that I played with my Swansea save, which we'll now get onto. So this is what we're going to go for. It's a 3-2-1-2 formation. And I've tweaked it slightly from what we played with Swansea, but this is what it's going to be. It's going to be Adam Parks in goal, Sendles, White, Collins and Big Redder Johnson at the back, Bramble and Wood as the wing-backs, Barkers and Moore making his on-screen debut. He's actually played already for us. Wassim in the Enganche role, and Sam Shaban, Yanis Drace as our strikers. I do also have, shout out to Clates for this one, we've got, where is it? There you go, it's the custom overload formation that is, it's downloadable. I'm going to put the link in the description. This is my panic mode. It works. This works really, really well. Not tried it with Dover. We might be seeing it today. Let's play Halifax with, not that, what am I doing? With this formation first. We might go overload in the second half. So I was doing some maths earlier. There are 16 games left to play of the season, and we are currently on 17 points, technically 16 points because this one is counting as a point because of the league table. We need to win probably about 7 matches if we are hopefully going to be staying up. That's my thought. That's kind of the initial thought that needs to take place. 18 minutes on the clock. We've got the ball through Big Redder Johnson. Where's he going to go? He's a player coach here at the club, and he's not the best coach, not the best player really either. Shaban's getting on the end of that Wassim ball, and Shaban is in, and he's rattled the underside of the bar. The game lagged for me. Don't know whether it did in the recording, but he's hit the bar. Well, we're actually not looking terrible, but then again, neither are Halifax. It's 0-0, obviously. It's no shots on target apiece. Apparently, that one goes just wide from Gilmore. It is 10 minutes left to play in the first half. Adam Parks with a goal kick for us. Redder Johnson, left-hand side is Sam Wood. Back to Adam Parks instead. Kicks it long. Doesn't find a white shirt. Instead finds a blue one. Gilmore to Warburton. Plays it all the way across Lee. He's just got past his man. Hits it over the bar. And it is going to remain 0-0. We need to do something. I mean, there's been 3 shots apparently. We have hit the bar. But that's it. And it remains 0-0 at half-time. We did have some shots, apparently. We had 2 shots on target. We didn't see either of them. I'm going to say I'm happy with the performances because, realistically, a 0-0 draw away from home against a mid-table side isn't a terrible result. We do need to score some goals, though, if you want to, not get relegated or even not finish on the bottom of the table. Right, the final maybe 15 minutes, we're going for it. We're going to go for the overload and see what happens. Bramble with the ball to Sam Shaban. Across to Wassim. Long-range chance from Wassim. Johnson holds on to that one. And was that the whole highlight? Or is something going to happen here? Kicks it over the halfway line. It's over everybody. Adam Parks has made a clown of himself. Oh my word. We're never going to win anything. We're doing it. We're actually doing it. Right, we need to do a lot of changes for a start. We're going to do that. Sandals White is going to come off for Ricky Miller. We've only got 5 subs, so we don't even have enough strikers, like striking options anyway, to try and sort this out. Do we put... I think Drace goes into the middle. Or do we do Shaban? We do Shaban in the middle. That's what we go for. I mean, we've got 20 minutes to try and find an equaliser and a winner. Adam Parks is going to definitely take the blame for that one. I mean, Halifax have turned up in the second half. We've got a corner through Wood. It's towards Drace, and Yanis Drace scores from a corner. I don't think that has anything to do with the tactics change, but it's 1-1. Final 10 minutes of the game. Halifax, looking at match stats, probably deserve to win this game. We've got 4 minutes. Collins to Barkers. Long ball over the halfway line towards Drace. He's not going to get there. Senior gets it all the way back to Johnson in goal. Long ball forward for him. R. Johnson returns the ball, though. Ricky Miller. Come on, Ricky. I've hated you for most of this save. You've been really irritating. Is this the time that you're going to do something good again? Wassim plays it back to Collins. There's plenty of white shirts ahead of him. More. Right-hand side is TJ Bramble. 3, 4, 5, 6 players in the box. Crosses it in. It's fallen to Callum Moore. And Callum Moore gets his first goal for Dover Athletic. It is 2-1 with 3 minutes left to play. Do we shut up shop? I mean, we've got 3 strikers on the pitch. I don't think we do. We've got 5 minutes of injury time as well. We are going to do some changes, and it is not going to be to shut up shop. We're going to take off Wassim for Zach Brown, and we're probably going to do, I think, Danny Collins off for Hansen. Sure. Hansen apparently has some reasonable potential for us, so I kind of want to get him some... Seriously? Literally? I mean, we've only done one of the subs. We didn't do the Zach Brown sub. He got injured whilst a substitute was taking place. Well, we're going to put Goodman on then as our right back. I don't know why the Zach Brown sub didn't happen. It seems a bit strange, but fair enough. We've got literal seconds left to play, and was it the tactic? I don't know. We're on 98 minutes, 99 minutes. Is the game going to finish? It does. It hits about 100 minutes played, and we've picked up 3 points. I feel like the tactic might have been a little bit of a part to it. TJ Bramble's out for 3 to 4 weeks. Not ideal, because he is our best right back. Also, Yanis Drace and Wassim, whatever his name is, I'm never going to be able to pronounce it, have both got some fitness concerns, but that's our first win in 5. It's actually our first league win since the 28th of December. No, it isn't. It's the Notts County one, isn't it? We beat Notts County. Next up then, Aldershot away from home. We're still bottom of the table. We are still bottom of the table. We are 4 points off of safety. Aldershot are 5th. We shouldn't be beating them, but we might be going overload. Right, we're going for it then. Match number 2, Aldershot away from home. We are going overload. It's going to be Parks in goal. Swamani, Goodman, Sendles White, and Woolard Innocent at the back. I think we've only played literally like 3 days ago, I think, is the last match. So there's a lot of fitness concerns. Obviously, TJ Bramble picked up an injury, so Swamani comes in. Woolard Innocent comes in at left back because basically there is a 35-year-old Sam Wood he's a little bit tired. You can see Drace as well as Wassim also definitely needing a rest. It's going to be Moore and Hansen in the middle of the pitch with Zach Brown. Eddie, is it Eddie Brown? It's Eddie Brown, isn't it? Is his name Eddie Brown? Eddie Brown is his name. Sam Shaban and Ricky Miller as our strikers. I'm tempted to even drop Drace off the subs bench completely, and we'll go with Jamie Sarmiento Ramirez. It's Julian, it's not Jamie. Right, if we manage to do something special here with the overload tactic, I will tell you now, I'm not going to use this overload tactic for the rest of the save. What I'm thinking is if this is going to work, I'm going to use it to survive this season, and then next season we'll hopefully build our own tactic or go back to the diamond or something like that and actually try and make something work ourselves. First chance goes for Aldershot, but goes over the bar. 25 minutes played, and very little's going on here. So the overload, I feel like, would work really, really well if you actually were filled with very good footballers with Vanarama National level, so it doesn't work as well as maybe we'd hope. And at half-time, it is 0-0. Not really a huge amount going on. We haven't had a shot since maybe about the 20th minute of the first half. You're doing well. We're still drawing. We're drawing with a team who are in a playoff position. So we are just going to keep going. If we can nick a winner, we will probably move out of the relegation zone. or Ellis Watts can score a goal for Aldershot and keep us rooted to the bottom of the table. So overload doesn't seem to just get your wins. It doesn't buy your wins, does it? We're still not a very good football team, and we are struggling against a much better football team. I mean, Hansen's having a shocker. He is not really a central midfielder. This is the problem. That's Callum Moore. Yeah, he's a centre-back, come centre midfielder. So maybe we take Hansen off. We'll do a little bit of rejigging, shall we? Sarmiento Ramirez is going to come on as that shadow striker. Zach Brown, obviously, is coming on as the advanced playmaker. Has he... No, Zach Brown was already... I got very confused then. I thought Zach Brown, I just brought him off the subs bench and he's already booked. That's not how it works. Ricky Miller as well is going to come off. Noah Carney is going to come on. That's his debut for the club as well. So hopefully the youngster can do something a little bit special and maybe get an equaliser. Final 15 minutes of the match. And we're not looking very good, are we? We're not looking very good. I'm going to give them an encourage. It's taken me 10 minutes to work out what I want to say to them. Kinsella, there's been very little highlights in this match. And Jolly, the former Bournemouth man, I think. Kinsella's down the left-hand side, finds Njolly again. Loads and loads of space to run into because we're playing attacking football. His effort isn't very good into the hands of the Watford Loney. Immediately rolls it out. Sendles White, going to go for a run. Highlight ends. Nothing clearly came from that. Full time then against Aldershot, and it's a 1-0 defeat. So, overload doesn't necessarily work, which is... We're doing experiments, everybody. We're doing experiments. It works against mid-table sides. Really good teams, we still get battered, but surprisingly only conceding one. Well, it was an episode of ups and downs, wasn't it? A 2-1 victory against Halifax, a 1-0 defeat away from home against Aldershot. You can see, we're still bottom. You can't even see my name. You can't see where we are. Let's press that button. There you go. We are still bottom of the table. We are 5 points away from safety at the moment. We are, if we actually do some maths... If we didn't have our 12-point deduction, we would be on 31 points, which would be enough to put us into 18th place. So we have a team, and we're performing well enough to not get relegated, but that points deduction is what is killing us. That's going to do it for this episode. Next episode, we're going to do 2 more, maybe, before the end of the season. Maybe a 3rd as well. We're going to do somebody. I don't know. Not even going to commit to it. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. Hit the subscribe button as well if you're new to the channel. And I'll be back next time with more Dover Athletic. Thanks for watching. Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2022 with Dover Athletic. We've only played one match in between episodes and we got hammered by league champions Notts County 5-0 at home. I played a very rotated side and we missed literally 3 sitters. Their XG was 1.1, our XG was 1. And yeah, they scored 5, we scored 0. Today is a huge episode. It is Maidenhead. It is 23rd place Dover versus 22nd place Maidenhead. We are then playing 18th place Borehamwood and 20th place Woking. Let's get on with it because we've got a lot to cover. Now, this might seem like a risk, but we are going to go for the overload formation. It's going to be Parks, Bramble, Collins, Redder Johnson and Sam Wood at the back. Moore and Brown in the middle. Wassim, who definitely needs a rest as the shadow striker. But we are playing him because we need to beat Maidenhead. Maidenhead is a game we need to win, so we are playing our best team we can possibly play. Loza, Shaban and Brown as our strikers. Arguably, we should probably not play Shaban and we should play Drace, I think, in the middle. We'll go with that. So lots and lots of changes from the absolutely hammered performance against Notts County, because I even played our second choice goalkeeper in that because I was expecting to lose. Wasn't expecting to lose 5-0. Zach Brown with the ball finds TJ Bramble. Just over a minute played. Bramble's going down the right-hand side. If we can get an early lead, that'll be ideal. It's not on the head of Yanis Drace. Instead, Wood's got the ball for us on the left. 4, 5, maybe 6 in the box. Loz is there. Good little flap from the goalkeeper. It's fallen for Moore. He's taken too long. He's taken too long on the ball. We're still trying to find our way through the Maidenhead defence. Wood outside the penalty area. 4 in the middle if he can cross it in. He does cross it in. Yanis Drace is there. And Drace hits it over the bar. It was easier to score. I don't know what happened with the other matches in between episodes, because we obviously played the Notts County game. We are currently moving off the bottom of the table, but we have played one more match ahead of Dagenham and Redbridge. Sparks goes for a free kick for Maidenhead, goes over the bar. 22 minutes played. If everything stays this way, we move off the bottom, but then we'll probably drop back to the bottom when Dagenham and Redbridge inevitably win their game in hand. Playing Wassim doesn't necessarily look like it was a good idea. He's on a 6.3. We've got a free kick through Wood. It's towards Danny Collins at the back post. It was a very strange effort from the right back, or the centre back actually. Wood to Zach Brown. We've got 1 minute of injury time. They're down to 10 men. And we know from last episode what happens when they go down to 10 men. We lose. Bramble with a throw. Still not quite at half time. I'm guessing the red card's added a minute or two on. It's Eddie Brown at the back post. And Eddie Brown has managed to put that into the bottom corner. Wassim, I think it was, with the assist. His first senior goal. Eddie Brown has finally scored a goal for us, apparently. And that was the last action of the first half. We go in with the lead against 10-man Maidenhead. Keep going. They're a man down. I'm gonna pump fists. They're a man down. Fire people up. Come on, lads. You weren't that bad. You weren't that bad. Let's say that to everybody. Nobody cares at all. Nobody cares. Because Wassim got that assist, he's gone up to a 6.8 as well, which is good to see. Jamal Loza struggling again on a 6.5. Wassim's taken a knock. That is probably his day done. Let's hope that's not a bad injury. We're going to do Zach Brown coming on. Wassim for Dylan Barkers. Do we want to swap you two round? Yes, we do. I want to get a second goal to kill this game off. That's what I want. I need a second goal, kill the game off, and then we can kind of sit back, maybe go a bit more defensive, more with the ball. Plays it all the way back to Sam Wood, who's on a 7.4 rating, which is very, very good. Eddie Brown. Where are you going? Redder Johnson. Wood again. Finds Barker's the substitute. I thought he was going to go for a long-range chance, and he does. Goes over the bar, unfortunately. 25 minutes to play. Only 1 goal in it. I'm going to give him an encourage. Let's give him an encourage. Loza and Drace not really doing too well at the moment. I think that's where our problem is. Again, as I keep saying, we're fine defensively for the most part. We just can't score goals. We're going to take off Loza for Sam Shaban. We are also going to do... Do we do another one? Do we do Drace? Drace for Sendles White. It's a strange thing to do, okay? He's got 3 finishing, but he's also scored lots of goals for us. And we don't have any more attacking players on the bench. 4 minutes of injury time. It is ticking away. It's not going to be the most convincing victory. Maidstone have a chance. Sparks with the ball. Finds Bennett on the right-hand side. Crosses in. He's miles offside. He's put the ball in the back of the net. Emil Aqua with the goal. But he was miles, absolutely miles offside. It's not going to count. It's a 1-0 victory against Maidenhead. I mean, we needed that. We needed that 3 points. We arguably should have scored more than 1 goal. Eddie Brown ends his goal drought, his first goal in 63 years, apparently. We are off the bottom of the table. Still, however, in the relegation zone. Woking have a game in hand, which is not great. Maidenhead have played 38 for some reason, so they are rooted to the bottom of the table. We are going to go forward for the next match. I've got to play Notts County off camera. I think it's Notts County. Yep, where we're going to get absolutely smashed. We're going to return for Boreham Wood and then Woking. No, we won't. We will return for our youth intake. We have an excellent intake. Paul Skidmore, who is Polish, apparently. He's a Polish left-back. He's 5'9", so he's definitely a left-back. I mean, sure, 5-star, though. 5-star potential ability. There's a lot going to happen in this episode, then. So Jack Langston, he looks good. He looks like he could be in the first team, which is a concern because he's not very good, but he's good enough to be near our first team. Daryl Claridge, he looks good as well. He looks very good. He could be a striker for us. We've got some interesting players. Ricky Poke. Ricky Poke could be a club legend. Mentally, he's spot on, in my opinion. For this level of football, he's spot on. Technically and physically, not great. Going further down as well, we seem to have just raided random countries. Andy Cornish, goalkeeper, not great, but we might need another goalkeeper. We've also got Jamie Winton, who is a footballer. I don't know what position you are. Not too impressed with you, buddy. Anton Lehtinen, maybe, is a Finnish central midfielder. I don't think he looks that great, but then again, he might be. 15 work rate could be very handy. And he's Finnish. I don't know whether that means anything. He was actually born in Finland as well. So, yeah, Lehtinen's in the club. Tim Hayes, another 1.5-star current ability player. He's a right-back, because we don't play wingers at all. But, I mean, two-footed, I guess that could be quite handy. Who else have we got? Hamidovic, who... I'm not particularly impressed with you, buddy. We've also got a Slovak central defender. Why are we getting some, really strange nationalities for Dover to be picking up? Only 1 goalkeeper. I was hoping for more than 1 goalkeeper, but only 1 goalkeeper. Well, that's our youth intake. Now we're going to go forward and play Notts County off camera, and then we'll be back for the next match. Match number 2 of the episode, Boreham Wood away from home. We got hammered by Notts County, don't worry about it. It's going to be Adam Parks in goal, Collins, Sendles White, Big Red and Sam Wood at the back, Moore and Brown in the middle, Wassim as the shadow striker, Eddie Brown, Jamal Loza, Yanis Drace as our strikers for this one. We really need to win this one as well. I was in two minds as to whether to go for the overload tactic or go back to the 5-2-1-2 formation, because the 5-2-1-2 is pretty good. It seems like Boreham Wood have gone for the 5-2-1-2. 8 minutes on the clock. Boreham Wood in the white. We're in the red for this one. Onyeka plays it in the middle to Smith. Now Marsh. Right-hand side Onyeka's going to get there first ahead of Sam Wood. Is he going to whip the cross in? Wood's there with him every single step of the way. Smith back to Evans. I'm concerned. Ricketts to Rees. It's a wonderful block from Sendles White. And Moore gets there as well. Counter-attack time. Here we go. Loza. He's going to go off right-hand side. He's going for a run. Number 29 is miles off. I think it's Eddie Brown. Cross comes in from Loza. It's gone to a completely different country by the end of it. Drace to Wood in the penalty area. Loads and loads of red shirts, which is good from the overload perspective. Back to Brown, back to Wood. Cross it in, buddy. It's found Eddie Brown at the back post, and Eddie Brown can't get his chance on target. Goes just wide of the goalkeeper's post. First real chance goes our way. Danny Collins with the ball on the right-hand side. Going for a run. Long ball forward, actually. And it's a header from Evans straight back to Ashmore in the Boreham Wood goal. What's going to happen here then? Ashmore running about, having a lovely time. Nice pink kit as well. I do like a good pink goalkeeper kit. Kicks it over the halfway line. Sendles White gets it clear for us. And Eddie Brown's picked it up as well. He smashed it towards the goalkeeper. What is this highlight? Game, what are you doing with this highlight? Ashmore's going to go for another long kick. Are we going to get it again? Yes, we do. Sendles White, but heads straight to Ilunga, I think it is, on the left-hand side for Boreham Wood. Rees to Thompson. Forward to Marsh. Onyeka gets past, I think, Redder Johnson. Back to Ilunga. Crosses it in. Thompson's facing away from goal. He's taken a touch and puts it in the bottom corner. It is 1-0 to Boreham Wood. This is not really what we want to happen. Evans with a free kick. Ricketts back to Evans. I've just seen the league table. It's not good reading. It's really not good reading. We need to win this game. Wood's going to go for a run down the left-hand side. This is going to be his last season playing for Dover. Brown tries to find Loza and can't manage it. Ricketts to Smith. Boreham Wood can now pass it around, trying to get some space for themselves. Redder Johnson forward for us, though. Wassim. Cross to Brown, back to Wassim again, all the way back to Redder Johnson. We have got every single one of our players, bar the goalkeeper, in the Boreham Wood half. Wassim's gone for a run, he's gone for a curling effort as well, and it's over the bar. So the league table right now, we are 6 points off of safety. If this game is a defeat, we are 6 points off of safety, and we are 2-0 down against Boreham Wood. We're not 2-0 down, we're 1-0 down, it's been disallowed. I'm not quite sure why, but it's been disallowed, somebody was offside. Number 5, fair enough. Altrincham were leading against Halifax. Halifax have pulled one back, which means that is now a draw, which makes this a little bit nicer reading. Still not great, still 4 points. Woking are drawing as well. Woking are drawing with Torquay. What's going on? All the teams down the bottom end of the table have started to suddenly turn up. I'm going to give them a big old shout on that. You've been terrible so far. Jamal Loza doesn't work in a 3, does he? He does not work in a 3. Sam Shaban's coming on. We've had 2 shots on target and an XG of 0.2. We're just not getting chances at the moment. Danny Collins with a throw, 10 minutes into the second half. Brown, back to Moore with a yellow card. Zach Brown. Right-hand side is Eddie Brown in the penalty area. 3 in the middle, 4, 5 in the middle. Collins can cross it in. Wassim's there. And Wassim hits it over the bar. Torquay have taken the lead against Woking. That's a good bit of news. Dagenham and Redbridge are winning against Barnet 3-1 though, which is not good news. Halifax have taken the lead against Altrincham. That's good news. Collins' long throw. Sendles White is there. And Jamie Sendles White nods in a little head at the front post. It's 1-1. Back on level terms. Let's get one more goal. Pick up the 3 points. We just need to get 3 points from all 3 matches in this episode. We need to win all of them. Ashmore's goal kick for Boreham Wood. 22 minutes maybe left to play. Ilunga got the assist for the Boreham Wood goal. Rees in the middle of the pitch. Forward to Thompson, the goal scorer. Plays it on the ground to Onyeka. Sendles White's pushed him over. That's a straight red card for Sendles White. But maybe that was a good thing. Maybe that was a good thing, because that could have been one-on-one with the keeper and they probably would have scored. What do we do here? Do we take Eddie Brown off and just go 2 up top? Do we just do that? Go 2 up top. If we put you as an advance forward. Eddie Brown, unfortunately, my friend, you are going to be sacrificed for Jake Goodman. That's all we're going to do. We've got one more sub to go. But being down to 10 men, probably should have taken it off attacking, shouldn't I? Onyeka's free kick, Adam Parks with a good save. Do we try and just salvage a draw? Do we try and nick a win? Or do we end up losing? Inevitably, we end up losing, don't we? Reese's corner comes in, back post, headed effort. Goalkeeper didn't even bother doing anything. Will Evans makes it 2-1 to Boreham Wood. This could be one of the first nails in the coffin. Free kick for Sam Wood. 16 minutes left to play. Goodman's there. He's hit the post. And Ilunga scoops the ball clear for a corner. Are we going to see anything from this corner? We've got Wood taking it towards the front post. Hopefully it's not the best corner. It's gone over most people. Barnet have equalised against Dagenham and Redbridge. That's 3-3. Dagenham and Redbridge are drawing. Zach Brown to Wassim. We need to get ourselves a draw from this now. That needs to be the target, doesn't it? Nothing comes of the highlight. It found its way to Redder Johnson with loads of space, and then nothing happened. I don't even know what to do. We're just going to carry on. Just let time run down. It is going to be another defeat, I'm sure of it. I mean, it's another match where we could have won. We could have won this. We are going to stay 21st in the table, but this defeat could be a very bit of bad news. A bad defeat. Because if we end up needing 1 point, 2 points to stay up, this is one of the matches we're going to be looking to. This could come back to bite us. Dover versus Woking. Parks in goal. Collins, Goodman and Redder Johnson as part of our back three. Bramble and Wood as wing-backs. Barkers, Brown, Shaban, Brown and Luzza as our strikers. We are going for the 5-2-1-2. The overload doesn't seem to work as often as it perhaps should be working. I've seen it work wonders. I've done tests with this formation playing in the Premier League and I finished 4th with Southampton. It works really well, but clearly not at this level of football and with these players in particular. Straight away from kickoff, we have the first highlight of the game, which I'm concerned about. That's Campbell in on goal. Was he offside? 13 seconds. 13 seconds, Tavon Campbell has made it 1-0 to Woking. That's it, isn't it? Surely. He was offside, right? Surely he was offside. We're not even going to see because he was so far. It looked like he was off, but I imagine Danny Collins was playing him on. 13 seconds on the clock, 12 seconds on the clock, realistically, and we are 1-0 down against Woking. That is disastrous. Danny Collins to TJ Bramble. Back to Collins. We're going to get forward or pass it around the back at the moment. Redder Johnson to Zach Brown. Forward to Sam Shaban. Across. TJ Bramble. Loads and loads of space. There's a weird kick clash going on at the moment. Is that just me? Bramble to Barkers. He's crossed it in. Sam Shaban is there. And he's just hit it wide. It was close, but he's hit it wide. We need to keep an eye on Wrexham against Altrincham. That is currently 1-0 to Wrexham. Maidenhead have taken the lead against Bromley, which means we are going to drop down to 22nd in the table. Corner for Woking. Blake's going to take it. Oakley's there at the back post. Hits it just over the bar. 22 minutes played. 1-0 to Woking. But we're not looking awful. We're not looking great, let's be honest. But we're not looking out of this game at the moment. Collins lumps it upfield. Good ball. Finds Eddie Brown. Sam Shaban. TJ Bramble on the right. Bramble is probably one of my favourite players for this Dover side. Barkers crosses it to Lozza, and Lozza is there on the volley. He doesn't like playing up front with 3 people. He loves to be in a partnership up front, not with 3 people. Lozza's got his second for the club. It is 1-1. We are back in this. We do need Maidenhead to lose. That is definitely something that we need to take place. Wrexham have made it 2-0 against Altrincham, which is very, very good. If we can beat Woking as well, not only will we obviously get 3 points ourselves, but we will drag Woking into this relegation scrap. They are just outside of it at the moment. Lozza with the ball just outside the area. Finds Barkers, and Barkers hits it over the bar from the header. 10 minutes left of the first half. We need to get ourselves this win. Bromley have equalised against Maidenhead. That's good. It means we move back up into 21st place in the table. Still a relegation spot though, isn't it? Still a relegation spot. Let's do pump fists. Pump fists. We can move out of a relegation zone. I'll need to fire them up. Keep going. Keep going, lads. Everybody. Keep doing it. So Barkers and Lozza are our star performers. Bramble as well on a 7.2. He was on a 7.4 as I started speaking then. We need to get another goal. We need to win this game. Sam Shaban with a free kick just before the hour mark. Not really sure what the plan was there. It was half shot, half cross, and wasn't good as either, was it? Ross in goal for Woking. Kicks it very, very long over the halfway line. Redder Johnson controls it, and it's gone all the way to Adam Parks. Parks to Johnson. Cross. Danny Collins. Bramble's there on the right. Number 7 is Barkers in the middle if he wants to go for him. Back to Bramble. Play it across, please. Collins to Barkers. Terrible pass, Barkers. You've done so well this match, and then that could ruin it for us. That's the type of pass that will then start a counter-attack. Blake's got the ball on the left, crosses it in, Campbell's there, he's hit the post, Oakley's going to get on the end. No, he doesn't get on the end. In fact, I think Campbell was offside. Yes, he was. If we can get the win, we will move up to 20th. We will move up to 20th. Sam Shaban with a corner for us. It's towards Collins at the front post, and he's not going to get there. And nobody's paying enough attention. And Maguire Drew's going to go forward with it. Campbell's going to not... How has he got there first? Bramble's nicked it off him, which is good. Eddie Brown doesn't win the header. Casey's controlled it for Woking. Right-hand side, Maguire Drew. Somebody get in the way of this. Thompson. Or Thompson-Summers to Campbell. If that goes in, it's... Tavon Campbell's got his second of the game. His third of the season, by the way. He scored 3 goals this season. 2 of them in this match. Some players are playing absolutely appallingly. Sam Wood being one of them. He's on a 6.1. Swamani's going to come on. Or Swamasi is going to come on. I keep calling him Swamani. We're going to bring on Ben Williamson as well for Eddie Brown. We need to get this goal. We can't lose this game. It's a corner. Sam Shaban takes it. Front post is Collins. And Danny Collins is there. It's 2-2. 14 minutes of normal time. Plus injury time. There has to be a winner in this. Maguire Drew with a free kick for Woking. It's a curling effort. Adam Parks makes a save. He's not been particularly good. He's on a 6.6 at the moment. Maguire Drew's gone over to take the corner. Final 10 minutes of the match. It's towards the back post. Skelton, I think it was, or maybe Campbell heads over the bar. It's going to be a goal kick. Is there one final chance in this? Is there one final thing that we could possibly do to get us the 3 points? 4 minutes of injury time. I'm not doing any changes. I don't want to change anything. It's another match where XG's been on our side. Here we go. Shaban crosses in. Danny Collins is there. And very, very calmly from the goalkeeper. Just sticks 2 hands out, holds on to the ball. And Woking, are they going to counter-attack? They're not going to counter-attack. The full-time whistle goes 2-2. A 2-2 draw against Woking. We should have won. Another match where we should have won the game, but we haven't managed to do it. I mean, this could be disastrous. So this is what the table looks like. 39 games played out of 44. 5 games remain of the season. 2 points. 2 points is the difference, but there is only one place. We need to hope Altrincham drop some points. We need to hope Maidstone and Dagenham and Redbridge don't pick up points. We need to hopefully they're out of it. Ideally, a victory against Woking and Boreham Wood would have dragged them into it as well. That clearly didn't happen. It is going to be a very, very nervy final episode, I guess. A very nervy final episode. Altrincham, we probably need to play that. We probably need to play Bromley. We probably need to play Weymouth. Oh my word. Next episode is going to be an interesting one. Thank you very much for watching this one. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. Hit the subscribe button as well if you're new to the channel. And I'll be back next time with the conclusion of Season 1. Good news though, if we do get relegated, we're keeping our job. We've signed a 1-year extension. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, and welcome back to Football Manager 2022 with Dover Athletic. We've only played one match in between episodes, and we got hammered by league champions Notts County 5-0 at home. I played a very rotated side, and we missed literally 3 sitters. Their XG was 1.1, our XG was 1. And yeah, they scored 5, we scored 0. Today is a huge, huge episode. It is Maidenhead. It is 23rd place Dover versus 22nd place Maidenhead. We are then playing 18th place Boreham Wood and 20th place Woking. Let's get on with it because we've got a lot to cover. Now, this might seem like a risk, but we are going to go for the overload formation. It's going to be Parks, Bramble, Collins, Redder Johnson and Sam Wood at the back. Moore and Brown in the middle. Wassim, who definitely needs a rest as the shadow striker. But we are playing him because we need to beat Maidenhead. Maidenhead is a game we need to win, so we are playing our best team we can possibly play. Loza, Shaban and Brown as our strikers. Arguably, we should probably not play Shaban and we should play Drace, I think, in the middle. We'll go with that. So lots and lots of changes from the absolutely hammered performance against Notts County, because I even played our second choice goalkeeper in that because I was expecting to lose. Wasn't expecting to lose 5-0. Zach Brown with the ball finds TJ Bramble. Just over a minute played. Bramble's going down the right-hand side. If we can get an early lead, that'll be ideal. It's not on the head of Yanis Drace. Instead, Wood's got the ball for us on the left. 4, 5, maybe 6 in the box. Loz is there. Good little flap from the goalkeeper. It's fallen for Moore. He's taken too long. He's taken too long on the ball. We're still trying to find our way through the Maidenhead defence. Wood outside the penalty area, 4 in the middle if he can cross it in. He does cross it in. Yanis Drace is there. And Drace hits it over the bar. It was easier to score. I don't know what happened with the other matches in between episodes, because we obviously played the Notts County game. We are currently moving off the bottom of the table, but we have played one more match ahead of Dagenham and Redbridge. Sparks goes for a free kick for Maidenhead, goes over the bar. 22 minutes played. If everything stays this way, we move off the bottom, but then we'll probably drop back to the bottom when Dagenham and Redbridge inevitably win their game in hand. Playing Wassim doesn't necessarily look like it was a good idea. He's on a 6.3. We've got a free kick through Wood. It's towards Danny Collins at the back post. It was a very strange effort from the right back, or the centre back actually. Wood to Zach Brown. We've got 1 minute of injury time. They're down to 10 men. And we know from last episode what happens when they go down to 10 men. We lose. Bramble with a throw. Still not quite at half time. I'm guessing the red cards added a minute or two on. It's Eddie Brown at the back post. And Eddie Brown has managed to put that into the bottom corner. Wassim, I think it was, with the assist. His first senior goal. Eddie Brown has finally scored a goal for us, apparently. And that was the last action of the first half. We go in with the lead against 10-man Maidenhead. Keep going. They're a man down. I'm gonna pump fists. They're a man down. Fire people up. Come on, lads. You weren't that bad. You weren't that bad. Let's say that to everybody. Nobody cares at all. Nobody cares. Because Wassim got that assist, he's gone up to a 6.8 as well, which is good to see. Jamal Loza struggling again on a 6.5. Wassim's taken a knock. That is probably his day done. Let's hope that's not a bad injury. We're going to do Zach Brown coming on. Wassim for Dylan Barkers. Do we want to swap you two round? Yes, we do. I want to get a second goal to kill this game off. That's what I want. I need a second goal, kill the game off, and then we can kind of sit back, maybe go a bit more defensive, more with the ball. Plays it all the way back to Sam Wood, who's on a 7.4 rating, which is very, very good. Eddie Brown, where are you going? Redder Johnson, Wood again. Finds Barker's the substitute. I thought he was going to go for a long-range chance, and he does. Goes over the bar, unfortunately. 25 minutes to play. Only 1 goal in it. I'm going to give him an encourage. Let's give him an encourage. Loza and Drace not really doing too well at the moment. I think that's where our problem is. Again, as I keep saying, we're fine defensively for the most part. We just can't score goals. We're going to take off Loza for Sam Shaban. We are also going to do... Do we do another one? Do we do Drace? Drace for Sendles White. It's a strange thing to do, okay? He's got 3 finishing, but he's also scored lots of goals for us. And we don't have any more attacking players on the bench. 4 minutes of injury time. It is ticking away. It's not going to be the most convincing victory. Maidstone have a chance. Sparks with the ball. Finds Bennett on the right-hand side. Crosses in. He's miles offside. He's put the ball in the back of the net. Emil Aqua with the goal. But he was miles, absolutely miles offside. It's not going to count. It's a 1-0 victory against Maidenhead. I mean, we needed that. We needed that 3 points. We arguably should have scored more than 1 goal. Eddie Brown ends his goal drought, his first goal in 63 years, apparently. We are off the bottom of the table, still, however, in the relegation zone. Woking have a game in hand, which is not great. Maidenhead have played 38 for some reason, so they are rooted to the bottom of the table. We are going to go forward for the next match. I've got to play Notts County off camera. I think it's Notts County, yep, where we're going to get absolutely smashed. We're going to return for Boreham Wood and then Woking. No, we won't. We will return for our youth intake. We have an excellent intake. Paul Skidmore, who is Polish, apparently. He's a Polish left-back. He's 5'9", so he's definitely a left-back. I mean, sure, 5-star, though. 5-star potential ability. There's a lot going to happen in this episode, then. So Jack Langston, he looks good. He looks like he could be in the first team, which is a concern because he's not very good, but he's good enough to be near our first team. Daryl Claridge, he looks good as well. He looks very good. He could be a striker for us. We've got some interesting players. Ricky Poke. Ricky Poke could be a club legend. Mentally, he's spot on, in my opinion. For this level of football, he's spot on. Technically and physically, not great. Going further down as well, we seem to have just raided random countries. Andy Cornish, goalkeeper, not great, but we might need another goalkeeper. We've also got Jamie Winton, who is a footballer. I don't know what position you are. Not too impressed with you, buddy. Anton Lehtinen, maybe, is a Finnish central midfielder. I don't think he looks that great, but then again, he might be. 15 work rate could be very handy. And he's Finnish. I don't know whether that means anything. He was actually born in Finland as well. So, yeah, Lehtinen's in the club. Tim Hayes, another 1.5-star current ability player. He's a right back, because we don't play wingers at all. But, I mean, two-footed, I guess that could be quite handy. Who else have we got? Hamidovic, who... I'm not particularly impressed with you, buddy. We've also got a Slovak central defender. Why are we getting some, like, really strange nationalities for Dover to be picking up? Only one goalkeeper. I was hoping for more than one goalkeeper, but only one goalkeeper. Well, that's our youth intake. Now we're going to go forward and play Notts County off camera, and then we'll be back for the next match. Match number 2 of the episode, Boreham Wood away from home. We got hammered by Notts County, don't worry about it. It's going to be Adam Parks in goal, Collins, Sendles White, Big Red and Sam Wood at the back, Moore and Brown in the middle, Wassim as the shadow striker, Eddie Brown, Jamal Loza, Yanis Drace as our strikers for this one. We really need to win this one as well. I was in two minds as to whether to go for the overload tactic or go back to the 5-2-1-2 formation, because the 5-2-1-2 is pretty good. It seems like Boreham Wood have gone for the 5-2-1-2. 8 minutes on the clock. Boreham Wood in the white. We're in the red for this one. Onyeka plays it in the middle to Smith. Now Marsh. Right-hand side, Onyeka's going to get there first ahead of Sam Wood. Is he going to whip the cross in? Wood's there with him every single step of the way. Smith back to Evans. I'm concerned. Ricketts to Rees. It's a wonderful block from Sendles White. And Moore gets there as well. Counter-attack time. Here we go. Loza. He's going to go off right-hand side. He's going for a run. Number 29 is miles off. I think it's Eddie Brown. Cross comes in from Loza. It's gone to a completely different country by the end of it. Drace to Wood in the penalty area. Loads and loads of red shirts, which is good from the overload perspective. Back to Brown. Back to Wood. Cross it in, buddy. It's found Eddie Brown at the back post, and Eddie Brown can't get his chance on target. Goes just wide of the goalkeeper's post. First real chance goes our way. Danny Collins with the ball on the right-hand side. Going for a run. Long ball forward, actually. And it's a header from Evans straight back to Ashmore in the Boreham Wood goal. What's going to happen here then? Ashmore running about, having a lovely time. Nice pink kit as well. I do like a good pink goalkeeper kit. Kicks it over the halfway line. Sendles White gets it clear for us. And Eddie Brown's picked it up as well. He smashed it towards the goalkeeper. What is this highlight? Game, what are you doing with this highlight? Ashmore's going to go for another long kick. Are we going to get it again? Yes, we do. Sendles White, but heads straight to Ilunga, I think it is, on the left-hand side for Boreham Wood. Rees to Thompson. Forward to Marsh. Onyeka gets past, I think, Redder Johnson. Back to Ilunga. Crosses it in. Thompson's facing away from goal. He's taken a touch and puts it in the bottom corner. It is 1-0 to Boreham Wood. This is not really what we want to happen. Evans with a free kick. Ricketts back to Evans. I've just seen the league table. It's not good reading. It's really not good reading. We need to win this game. Wood's going to go for a run down the left-hand side. This is going to be his last season playing for Dover. Brown tries to find Loza and can't manage it. Ricketts to Smith. Boreham Wood can now pass it around, trying to get some space for themselves. Redder Johnson forward for us, though. Wassim. Cross to Brown, back to Wassim again, all the way back to Redder Johnson. We have got every single one of our players, bar the goalkeeper, in the Boreham Wood half. Wassim's gone for a run, he's gone for a curling effort as well, and it's over the bar. So the league table right now, we are 6 points off of safety. If this game is a defeat, we are 6 points off of safety, and we are 2-0 down against Boreham Wood. We're not 2-0 down, we're 1-0 down, it's been disallowed. I'm not quite sure why, but it's been disallowed, somebody was offside. Number 5, fair enough. Altrincham were leading against Halifax. Halifax have pulled one back, which means that is now a draw, which makes this a little bit nicer reading. Still not great, still 4 points. Woking are drawing as well. Woking are drawing with Torquay. What's going on? All the teams down the bottom end of the table have started to suddenly turn up. I'm going to give them a big old shout on that. You've been terrible so far. Jamal Loza doesn't work in a 3, does he? He does not work in a 3. Sam Shaban's coming on. We've had 2 shots on target and an XG of 0.2. We're just not getting chances at the moment. Danny Collins with a throw, 10 minutes into the second half. Brown, back to Moore with a yellow card. Zach Brown. Right-hand side is Eddie Brown in the penalty area. 3 in the middle, 4, 5 in the middle. Collins can cross it in. Wassim's there. And Wassim hits it over the bar. Torquay have taken the lead against Woking. That's a good bit of news. Dagenham and Redbridge are winning against Barnet 3-1 though, which is not good news. Halifax have taken the lead against Altrincham. That's good news. Collins' long throw. Sendles White is there. And Jamie Sendles White nods in a little head at the front post. It's 1-1. Back on level terms. Let's get one more goal. Pick up the 3 points. We just need to get 3 points from all 3 matches in this episode. We need to win all of them. Ashmore's goal kick for Boreham Wood. 22 minutes maybe left to play. Ilunga got the assist for the Boreham Wood goal. Rees in the middle of the pitch, forward to Thompson, the goal scorer, plays it on the ground to Onyeka. Sendles White's pushed him over. That's a straight red card for Sendles White, but maybe that was a good thing. Maybe that was a good thing, because that could have been one-on-one with the keeper and they probably would have scored. What do we do here? Do we take Eddie Brown off and just go 2 up top? Do we just do that, go 2 up top? If we put you as an advance forward, Eddie Brown, unfortunately, my friend, you are going to be sacrificed for Jake Goodman. That's all we're going to do. We've got one more sub to go. But being down to 10 men, probably should have taken it off attacking, shouldn't I? Onyeka's free kick, Adam Parks with a good save. Do we try and just salvage a draw? Do we try and nick a win? Or do we end up losing? Inevitably, we end up losing, don't we? Rees' corner comes in. Back post, headed effort. Goalkeeper didn't even bother doing anything. Will Evans makes it 2-1 to Boreham Wood. This could be one of the first nails in the coffin. Free kick for Sam Wood. 16 minutes left to play. Goodman's there. He's hit the post. And Ilunga scoops the ball clear for a corner. Are we going to see anything from this corner? We've got Wood taking it towards the front post. Hopefully it's not the best corner. It's gone over most people. Barnet have equalised against Dagenham and Redbridge. That's 3-3. Dagenham and Redbridge are drawing. Zach Brown to Wassim. We need to get ourselves a draw from this now. That needs to be the target, doesn't it? Nothing comes of the highlight. It found its way to Redder Johnson with loads of space, and then nothing happened. I don't even know what to do. We're just going to carry on, just let time run down. It is going to be another defeat, I'm sure of it. I mean, it's another match where we could have won. We could have won this. We are going to stay 21st in the table, but this defeat could be a very bit of bad news. A bad defeat. Because if we end up needing 1 point, 2 points to stay up, this is one of the matches we're going to be looking to. This could come back to bite us. Dover versus Woking. Parks in goal. Collins, Goodman and Redder Johnson as part of our back three. Bramble and Wood as wing-backs. Barkers, Brown, Shaban, Brown and Luzza as our strikers. We are going for the 5-2-1-2. The overload doesn't seem to work as often as it perhaps should be working. I've seen it work wonders. I've done tests with this formation playing in the Premier League and I finished 4th with Southampton. It works really well, but clearly not at this level of football and with these players in particular. Straight away from kickoff, we have the first highlight of the game, which I'm concerned about. That's Campbell in on goal. Was he offside? 13 seconds. 13 seconds, Tavon Campbell has made it 1-0 to Woking. That's it, isn't it? Surely. He was offside, right? Surely he was offside. We're not even going to see because he was so far. It looked like he was off, but I imagine Danny Collins was playing him on. 13 seconds on the clock, 12 seconds on the clock, realistically, and we are 1-0 down against Woking. That is disastrous. Danny Collins to TJ Bramble. Back to Collins. We're going to get forward or pass it around the back at the moment. Redder Johnson to Zach Brown. Forward to Sam Shaban. Across. TJ Bramble. Loads and loads of space. There's a weird kick clash going on at the moment. Is that just me? Bramble to Barkers. He's crossed it in. Sam Shaban is there. And he's just hit it wide. It was close, but he's hit it wide. We need to keep an eye on Wrexham against Altrincham. That is currently 1-0 to Wrexham. Maidenhead have taken the lead against Bromley, which means we are going to drop down to 22nd in the table. Corner for Woking. Blake's going to take it. Oakley's there at the back post. Hits it just over the bar. 22 minutes played. 1-0 to Woking. But we're not looking awful. We're not looking great, let's be honest. But we're not looking out of this game at the moment. Collins lumps it upfield. Good ball. Finds Eddie Brown. Sam Shaban. TJ Bramble on the right. Bramble is probably one of my favourite players for this Dover side. Barkers crosses it to Lozza, and Lozza is there on the volley. He doesn't like playing up front with 3 people. He loves to be in a partnership up front, not with 3 people. Lozza's got his second for the club. It is 1-1. We are back in this. We do need Maidenhead to lose. That is definitely something that we need to take place. Wrexham have made it 2-0 against Altrincham, which is very, very good. If we can beat Woking as well, not only will we obviously get 3 points ourselves, but we will drag Woking into this relegation scrap. They are just outside of it at the moment. Lozza with the ball just outside the area. Finds Barkers, and Barkers hits it over the bar from the header. 10 minutes left of the first half. We need to get ourselves this win. Bromley have equalised against Maidenhead. That's good. It means we move back up into 21st place in the table. Still a relegation spot though, isn't it? Still a relegation spot. Let's do pump fists. Pump fists. We can move out of a relegation zone. I'll need to fire them up. Keep going. Keep going, lads. Everybody. Keep doing it. So Barkers and Lozza are our star performers. Bramble as well on a 7.2. He was on a 7.4 as I started speaking then. We need to get another goal. We need to win this game. Sam Shaban with a free kick just before the hour mark. Not really sure what the plan was there. It was half shot, half cross, and wasn't good as either, was it? Ross in goal for Woking. Kicks it very, very long over the halfway line. Reda Johnson controls it, and it's gone all the way to Adam Parks. Parks to Johnson. Cross. Danny Collins. Bramble's there on the right. Number 7 is Barker's in the middle if he wants to go for him. Back to Bramble. Play it across, please. Collins to Barker's. Terrible pass, Barker's. You've done so well this match, and then that could ruin it for us. That's the type of pass that will then start a counter-attack. Blake's got the ball on the left. Crosses it in. Campbell's there. He's hit the post. Oakley's going to get on the end. No, he doesn't get on the end. In fact, I think Campbell was offside. Yes, he was. If we can get the win, we will move up to 20th. We will move up to 20th. Sam Shaban with a corner for us. It's towards Collins at the front post, and he's not going to get there. And nobody's paying enough attention. And Maguire Drew's going to go forward with it. Campbell's going to not... How has he got there first? Bramble's nicked it off him, which is good. Eddie Brown doesn't win the header. Casey's controlled it for Woking. Right-hand side, Maguire Drew. Somebody get in the way of this. Thompson. Or Thompson-Summers to Campbell. If that goes in, it's... Tavon Campbell's got his second of the game. His third of the season, by the way. He scored 3 goals this season. 2 of them in this match. Some players are playing absolutely appallingly. Sam Wood being one of them. He's on a 6.1. Swamani's going to come on. Or Swamasi is going to come on. I keep calling him Swamani. We're going to bring on Ben Williamson as well for Eddie Brown. We need to get this goal. We can't lose this game. It's a corner. Sam Shaban takes it. Front post is Collins. And Danny Collins is there. It's 2-2. 14 minutes of normal time. Plus injury time. There has to be a winner in this. Maguire Drew with a free kick for Woking. It's a curling effort. Adam Parks makes a save. He's not been particularly good. He's on a 6.6 at the moment. Maguire Drew's gone over to take the corner. Final 10 minutes of the match. It's towards the back post. Skelton, I think it was, or maybe Campbell heads over the bar. It's going to be a goal kick. Is there one final chance in this? Is there one final thing that we could possibly do to get us the 3 points? 4 minutes of injury time. I'm not doing any changes. I don't want to change anything. It's another match where XG's been on our side. Here we go. Shaban crosses in. Danny Collins is there. And very, very calmly from the goalkeeper, just sticks 2 hands out, holds on to the ball. And Woking, are they going to counter-attack? They're not going to counter-attack. The full-time whistle goes 2-2. A 2-2 draw against Woking. We should have won. Another match where we should have won the game, but we haven't managed to do it. This could be disastrous. So this is what the table looks like. 39 games played out of 44. 5 games remain of the season. 2 points. 2 points is the difference, but there is only one place. We need to hope Altrincham drop some points. We need to hope Maidstone and Dagenham and Redbridge don't pick up points. We need to hopefully they're out of it. Ideally, a victory against Woking and Boreham Wood would have dragged them into it as well. That clearly didn't happen. It is going to be a very, very nervy final episode, I guess. A very nervy final episode. Altrincham, we probably need to play that. We probably need to play Bromley. We probably need to play Weymouth. Oh my word. Next episode is going to be an interesting one. Thank you very much for watching this one. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. Hit the subscribe button as well if you're new to the channel. And I'll be back next time with the conclusion of Season 1. Good news though, if we do get relegated, we're keeping our job. We've signed a 1-year extension. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Today is going to be the final 4 games of the Vanarama National season. And as you can see, our Dover Athletics side, 21st in the table, 2 points off of safety. There are 4 teams that could stay up. We are not going to have a fun time. If you have been enjoying Season 1 of our Road to Glory save, do please remember to hit the like button on all the videos. Stick your comments down in the comment section below about how you think we're going to get on in today's episode. And hopefully we survive. We are going to be playing Altrincham, Bromley and Weymouth. 3 teams down the wrong end of the table. Altrincham are the team we are chasing. If we beat them, we should move out of the relegation zone. We've also got the champions, Notts County, to play, a team that have beaten us literally twice very recently in the FA Trophy semi-final, 3-0 and 5-0. I imagine we're not going to win that one. Obviously, we want to win all 3 of our matches in today's episode, but if there is one game that we have to win, It is this one against Altrincham. We're at home. It's going to be Adam Parks in goal, Sendles White, Goodman and Redder Johnson at the back, Bramble and Collins in the wing-back positions, Moore and Zach Brown, Wassim as the shadow striker, Jamal Loza and Yanis Drace as our strikers. We are not going to go overload at the moment. Dover versus Altrincham at home. It's must win, isn't it? It is must win. It is literally what's gone on there. I mean, it was a very good shot, apparently, according to the commentary. It's going to be a corner after 2 minutes for Altrincham. Colclough's gone over to take it towards the back post. It's Zach Brown, unmarked, gets the ball clear quite easily for us. Strange way to start the match. If we win, we will go out of the relegation zone. That is a given, and then we realistically need to get some points against either Weymouth or Bromley. Let's just forget the fact that we're playing Notts County, because I can't see that happening. It is AJ Letch-Smith with the ball. He's going to go off towards the left-hand side. Hampson, 15 minutes played. Cross comes in. Colclough's there. It's gone over everybody. Colclough is going to chase the ball down. Altrincham are looking very good at the moment. Is that Dean Furman? Dean Furman to Whitehead. Barry McNally dinks it over to Colclough. No, he doesn't. Collins there, unmarked, but gets the ball straight to a yellow Altrincham shirt. Senior crosses in. Dean Garner is there. And Marcus Dean Garner might have just condemned us to relegation with that shot. There is 5 points. There is 5 points between us and Altrincham if we lose this game. We can't recover that. We literally can't recover that. They've had 2 shots. Both of them seem to have been highlights. We've got ourselves a corner through Moore towards Redder Johnson at the front post. And the big Benin fullback and centre-back heads over the bar. We've had 10 shots, an XG of 1.04. They've had 2, an XG of 3. And it's 1-0 to Altrincham. I mean, we're dominating. We are dominating this game. Straight into the second half. We've done no changes at the moment. For some reason, Danny Collins is on a 6.4, 6.5. It's Jamal Loza with the ball down the right-hand side. Stopped. Why did he stop? And then misplace a pass. Zach Brown. Left-hand side is Collins. He's going to go for a run. Nope. Plays it on the ground instead to Yanis Drace. All the way back to Redder Johnson. Zach Brown again. The tiki-taka football in the Vanarama National with a team who are literally one of the worst in the league. It wasn't a good idea, let's be honest, but we've stuck with it for most of the season. Wassim with the ball, plays in. TJ Bramble on the right-hand side. 3 in the box, crosses it in. It's not found anybody. It's fallen to Moore. Thought he was going to go for a long-range effort. Back to Moore once again. Right-hand side doesn't get it to Bramble, and now a counter-attack's on. It surely has to be a counter-attack, and that is going to be the highlight. Dean Garner's got past his man. It's going to be 2-0. Oh, my word. Why didn't we shoot? We had so many opportunities to actually shoot, and then we didn't bother. XG is a lie. XG is an absolute lie. Don't believe it. Do not believe it. Wassim's coming off. Jack Langston is coming on, and you're thinking, who's Jack Langston? He came through our youth intake. I'm giving him a debut when we need to win a game. We're trying it, everybody. We need to do something, and I don't want to go overload. I'm pushing to attacking. I don't know why we weren't on attacking in the first place. This is a match we should be able to win. Senior's throw to Mooney inside the Altrincham half at the moment. Back to Senior. We've got about 17 minutes of normal time. Furman to Whitehead. Forward to Letch-Smith. He's managed to get past his man with ease as well. Letch-Smith plays it on the ground to Marcus Dean Garner, and that's going to be his third. And that is effectively relegation there, isn't it? Adam Parks is on a 6.2. We've had 10 shots on target, 11 shots on target. We've not scored a single goal. We're having shots all over the place. What? How have we lost this game? How have we lost this game? Marcus Dean Garner clearly should be playing international football for probably England, let's face it. Throw the water bottle. That was awful. Absolutely awful. Adam Parks might have played his last game for us. It's the day before the Bromley game, as you'd expect against Notts County. We got hammered 4-0. We are going to have ourselves a team meeting because we have 2 games to pick up 6 points. We have to win the final 2 games of the season and hope Altrincham don't win anything, don't get a single point at all, because otherwise, if they pick up any, I think 1 point will probably be enough to see them safe, even if we win all of our games. What do I say here? Positive. I expect us to stay up, and we could do that. No, I mean, this is a big match. We'll do that one. It's made people wary. It's made people wary. I'm pretty happy with that. Maybe. I mean, that wasn't good. It fired up some people. We're going to have to praise the conduct of everybody as well. It's commendable. We need to get some of our senior players onto more positive. We've got so many people who are just abysmal, difficult. Pat on his shoulder. The way you part, good, encouraged. That's what we like to see. Eddie Brown is... I mean, I've just spoke to you. Let's have a chat with Eddie Brown. For the Bromley game, then, we are going with the 5-2-1-2 vertical tiki-taka. We are not going overload. I'm sticking to my guns, and it will probably get us relegated. It's going to be Adam Parks in goal. He didn't play against Notts County, and we conceded 4. So maybe Adam Parks might be better than Josh Beckson. Sandals, White, Goodman and Johnson at the back. Bramble and Collins, Moore and Brown, Wassim, Loza and Yanis Drace up front. We need to win this game. There is not a we could do with winning this game. We need to win this game. I don't even know who Altrincham are playing. I have no idea who Altrincham are playing. I'm hoping they're playing somebody really difficult. They are playing Notts County. They're playing literally the most difficult team in the league. That is good to see. Are we going to get the ball? We're not going to get the ball. It's Tormey down the right-hand side for Bromley. Plays it back to Marlon Fossey, player who I've had on a previous Football Manager game. Bingham in the middle, long-range effort from Bingham. Adam Parks has spilled that, and it's game over. It's game over. Adam Parks, are you sure you're a goalkeeper? Maybe you're not a goalkeeper. They've got a corner as well soon after that goal. Off the line from TJ Bramble? That was very, very close. It's not gone in, which is good. It started worryingly badly, hasn't it? It's a very, very poor start to this game. I'm going to already give him a shout. I need to give him a focus. We'll go for focus. We'll push to positive. It's a free kick in a very good position as well for Bromley. Habergum, it's 2-0. It's game over. It's game over, everybody. I said we're going to do 3 matches in this episode. If we lose this one, we won't do any more. This, to me, doesn't even scream tactics. Like, we're having loads of the ball. Our pass completion is actually really good, 90%. We're just letting in stupid goals. We're giving away free kicks in stupid positions. It's the players. I'm blaming the players. It's definitely not my fault. Half-time at 2-0. We've had some shots again, but we're not seeing anything. Thrash Arms, what was that? We are going to get relegated. Literally. Can I have that team talk? Can that be an option if I just turn around to the players and say, you are going to get relegated, so unless you pull your finger out, most of you won't have a job next season because most of you are out of contract. Second half begins and what's happening? What is going on with our defence? It's Habergam. It's probably not his name at all, is it? Bingham across to Liam Trotter, who's a very good footballer for this level of football, I think. Tormey crosses it in and we've put that in the back of the net. Goodman scored no goal. It's not the tactics, everybody. It's definitely not the tactics. What is happening here? Right, we're going to have to go overload. We're going to have to go overload and somehow score 4 goals in about 30 minutes. Luckily to go overload, we only need to do 1 sub, and Jake Goodman is the man to be sacrificed because he scored no goal. So Eddie Brown has come on up front. We've got the 3 strikers. Just nothing's working. And even going overload doesn't seem to do anything either. We are 3-0 down, 15 minutes left to play. I'm going to berate them. You're doing awful. You're just terrible at football. Every single one of you, you're terrible at football. Is it going to be 4? It could be 4, you know. Sandals White to Reda Johnson all the way back to Adam Parks. Are we actually going to score a goal? Because we haven't done that in a while. Sandals White's going for a run forward. He's lumped it up towards Drace, heads it down, doesn't find one of our players, and it's all the way back to Montgomery in the Bromley goal. We have 8 minutes. 8 minutes to score 4 goals. It's possible, mathematically. It's impossible, scientifically. Freeman on the left-hand side. There's 3 in the box. It's towards the... Is that another own goal? Nathan Tormey scored that, apparently. It's 4-0. Next season, in the Vanarama South, which I assume I'm still going to have a job. I did sign a new contract about a month ago. So we should hopefully still have a job next season. Eddie Brown to put the ball in. It's 4-1. At least we've scored a goal, everybody. Next season, I'm going to go basic. I'm going to go for something really... It didn't even count. It's been disallowed. I'm going to go with something simple next season. Not any of this fancy tiki-taka. We're going to go 4-4-2. We're going to go for something really, really boring. And hopefully, we're going to have the players to do something because we're relegated. We are absolutely relegated. I don't care that you're demotivated. I'm demotivated and I'm the most important person here. Well, there is confirmation that we have been relegated. 21st, Maidenhead also going down. Dagenham and Redbridge also going down. If we didn't have the points deduction, we would be on, 43 points. We would be 18th place in the table. Altrincham would be down. Budgets for next season. £8,500 a week. And we've got a transfer budget. We're over our wage budget. Okay, that's probably to be expected. Can we... not really made too much of a difference. We're at half-time on the final game of the season, and we're 3-0 up. We're 3-0 up. We've had 11 shots, 6 on target, scored 3 goals. I have changed the tactics to a 5-2-3 wing-back control possession, if we actually have a look. It's this, and we're just absolutely dominating. Shaban's got 2 assists to his name. Wassim scored. Loz has even got on the score sheet. So has Sendles White. Why is this happening now after we've been relegated? And you wait, because I pressed the record button, we're probably going to lose the second half 4-0. Or maybe not. 78 minutes on the clock. Sam Shaban has finally got himself a goal as well. He's been superb today. He's been absolutely superb. So basically, a cross comes in. I think it's from Swamani. It's towards the back post. Shaban's there. Just doesn't really get challenged, does he? The defender misses his header. Shaban makes it 4. We are going to win the final game of the season by looking like the best team in the league, apparently, and still get relegated. Final highlight of the match then, I'm guessing this might just be to run down the clock. 4-0 up against Weymouth. Sendles White gets it clear. McBurney picks it up though. It's coming back towards us. Leslie Smith crosses it in towards the back post, and Danny Rose. Why did I say Danny Rose? Akeem Rose is there at the back post for Weymouth, making it 4-1. It is going to end the season on a high, but ultimately it has been an absolutely poor season. Where was this performance when we needed it? Like every single match this season, because we've been poor for most of them. And with that, then, the season comes to a close. The end of season review. I don't even know whether I want to look at this. Do I? So the best signing apparently was Eddie Brown. Is that what they're going with? Eddie Brown was the best signing. He scored twice. For a striker, he scored twice. We got 3 goals out of Loza, and Loza was awful every time we saw him play. I feel like Wassim probably should have been signing in the season. 12 goals in 42 starts. Never came off the bench. 49 starts as well for Adam Parks. We must have played around 55 games, because I didn't play Parks for every match. The good news is, in a way, that the board are satisfied with us getting relegated because we did fight bravely. That's the key thing. We fought bravely against relegation. If we didn't have the minus 12 points, we would have finished the season on 46 with a goal difference of 23. So we would have been 18th, but joint with Weymouth. Joint with the team that we just beat 4-1. So we had a good season. Genuinely, I think we had not a good season, a reasonable season. The minus 12 points is what's killed us. And to rub salt in the wounds, the biggest win of the season, we've literally just played. It took us every single match of the season to get our biggest win. So for the player awards, then, Sam Wood has picked up the Fans Player of the Season. Collins, Young Player of the Season, despite the fact that he is actually 24. Wouldn't consider it that young. Eddie Brown, we know, is signing of the season. Wassim, Goal of the Season. And top goal scorer, I think. I don't think he's going to do it. He's out of contract. I feel like he's not going to want to drop down to our level of football, but we might give this a go. Sam Wood got 12 assists. Is he good at corners? I think he was taking a lot of corners. That might be what it is. Dylan Barkers gets the most coveted award of 61 passes completed in 90 minutes. Most goals in a match. Ricky Miller gets a hat-trick. Don't talk to me about Ricky Miller. That's all he did. I think he scored 3 goals. Yeah, literally. He played 20 games, scored a hat-trick. That's all he did. He played well once. As I click finish of the end of season review, this is worrying. Lots of people asking to discuss their future. And interestingly, the board for next season just want mid-table. They don't want to get promoted. They just want mid-table. So we're not even expecting a bounce-back season. I'm going to hopefully bounce back, but the board don't want that. And they also, for the next 5 years, they just want us to be a North-South team. That's it. We could be here a while. So we've got, probably 10 players that want a chat because we've been relegated. Zach Brown. I have no intention of staying in this club following our relegation. I need to move to a bigger team. What do I even say? I appreciate you coming to talk to me, and while I'm not going to force a move for you, I'll consider any bids. That's good. Right, we're going to have to say that to literally everyone, because pretty much everyone is going to be saying the same thing. The final one, Callum Moore. Good news is all of them seem to kind of accept that. That's good. Well, that is going to do it for this episode and season 1 of Road to Glory with Dover Athletic. And it started on... We've gone backwards. We've gone backwards, haven't we? Season 2. I'm going to call it season 1.2. We are in the Vanarama South. I'm going to hopefully bounce straight back to the Vanarama National. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like, hit the subscribe button as well if you're new to the channel, and I'll be back next time with Season 1.2 with Dover Athletic. Road to Glory begins again, and we need to try and get back to where we started. Thanks for watching.